Juwaan.
Oh, shit. Welcome to another episode of Unhealthy and Unstable, episode 29. Trevon, don't put that on me. That shit said 3 seconds and then went live. I'm like, wait a minute. An all new episode of Unhealthy and Unstable, episode 29. We got some stuff to talk about, guys. Some stuff has happened. We obviously weren't here last week, Halloween and everything. How was everyone's Halloween? I didn't have anyone. You know, it was so funny. I had candy to like hand out, but like I'm notoriously known on my block for not participating in Halloween. So I don't know why, but I thought, man, maybe they're gonna come by this year. You know what? I'm gonna give out candy. Not a knock, not a doorbell, not a nothing. I think they point to my house and go, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Do the others. Do the others.
Pointless. Don't bother.
Don't bother. He won't do it. He won't do it.
I saw one kid knock. What's up?
What'd you give him?
I looked up to the camera.
Oh my god.
So cute. And then he went to the next door. I don't do that.
Okay, so here's where it's different. I just have my lights off so they know not to come. I've not had someone knock at my door and I ignored them. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to
I'm not about to go turn the light off on it. They come up, you come to my house, they get there. That's your fault. I don't know.
Do you at least have a sign that says I don't trick or treat or nothing?
I mean, there's no listening sign or something. Is that
no, that doesn't count. No, that's like for Jehovah's Witness and shit like that. I don't think that counts for trick or treaters. Those kids don't know what the fuck soliciting means.
My house has no decoration, so don't come.
No, what?
Well, yeah, no, I didn't have decorations
I don't
either.
do that stuff.
I didn't have decorations either. I'm just picturing Trevon like, bitch, can't y'all read? We don't know what soliciting means, sir.
I think my security system was going like a ghost snores or whatever when you came into the house. So that was festive. Good for them. I got that.
See, this is why we can't let Trevon have too much technology. Because could you picture if Trevon had like arming weapons that like if someone approached his door, it's like, Trevon, relax. They're just trick or treaters. Relax. Arm it down.
It was funny because when I was getting my gutters put in,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to turn that off. So every time they got near my house, it would do like an evil laugh. And I was like,
An evil laugh? Why would you have that as an evil laugh?
so I said, sure, do it.
No, that would scare me more than the actual person at my door. It's a fucking evil laugh. I'd forget I had it. What the fuck is that? Yeah. No, scare the fuck out of me. You're crazy. You're a crazy person. Joel, what'd you end up doing for Halloween?
What do you think I did for Halloween?
Oh, I didn't know if you went. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. So did you
You go house to house or you go to an event?
Out the house.
How much candy did you confiscate? Was there a dad tax?
I didn't even get a chance to really take any of that candy. So,
Whoa.
I told
You're supposed to give a dad tax, bro.
I told her to keep it to the side. I will confiscate them.
Kids don't know what that means. To the side. This is mine.
Yeah,
This is mine. I ain't taking shit to the side. I stopped getting ice cream because my mom would do mom tax. We would get ice cream cones at McDonald's. She would like eat half the ice cream and then give us just like the cone with some ice cream in it. So I learned my lesson as I got older. I just said, no, she would go, you want some ice cream? Nope. You sure? Yep, positive. So you can fucking eat it? No. Just get yourself an ice cream cone. Like, I've never understood that. It's fucking selfish. Anyway, Trevon, we got to do better. We got to just put a bowl outside.
No.
Let them not even put a bowl outside. Let them get their own candy.
No.
It's fucked up. I'm gonna do that next year.
At least do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next year. I'm gonna do that next year. Kids on Trevon's block, he will be giving out candy next year. That's a promise.
If I'm here.
That's fair. All right, well, then can't speak to that. All right, let's get right to it. Oh, wait. What did DJV say? Juwaan, you just bought yourself some candy. You know what? You know what's funny? I actually didn't. So I don't eat chocolate like at all in any form. So I got chocolate. So I was very upset that no cake was like, who the fuck's gonna eat this chocolate? I ain't this shit.
I'm more than happy to take that off your hands.
Nah, my cousin ate it. No. She didn't eat it. She took it to her students.
Oh.
Students.
Also, you do remember that I didn't even remember that it was Halloween until you asked
I
about it.
didn't either. But,
Neither one of you did. Yeah.
That was early,
So I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, that was very depressing.
I was
I'm like, you guys do the show, and you're like, yeah, and they're like, whoa, it's Halloween. I'm like, well, that's why I asked.
You didn't bring it up though, so I was like, oh yeah, it's just
you know what it is. You know what's funny? Trevon, I will give that pass to, but I always assume because you are a papa that like those things are just like forefront, like
outside out of mind,
front of the brain.
Yeah, I saw her in costume that morning and still forgot.
That's why it shocked me when you're like, oh shit, it is Halloween. I'm like, yeah.
Because the rest of the day was just a normal day.
Right, yeah.
I'm home, so like, it's not like I see people dressed up. And people
That is true. That is true. That is true.
I was like, oh, fuck, it is Halloween. I do gotta go out later.
If you were at home, would you have given out candy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always do.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, at this point, I just leave shit outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. Just leave shit outside.
I'm like, enjoy, take one at a time, or take two, whatever. Depending on how much traffic. You know?
My sign is gonna say, if this bowl is empty, that's it. So if one kid comes and takes that whole bowl, y'all shit out of luck. Yeah, y'all shit out of luck. Y'all shit out of luck. I don't know what to tell y'all. All right, let's get into our topics. Let's start off with Trevon. Just take it away. Just take it away.
Trevon's takeaways.
Just take it away, Trevon.
Take it away, down.
Billy flew. Agatha died.
Are these cliff notes? Is that what we're doing here?
My enthusiasm is pretty low right now. But anyway,
I
he
know.
he made the road. That was really cool for that to be true. Wondering that the whole time. That was kind of a big deal when you figured that out, especially when you figure out that she was doing the ballot the whole time just to kill witches.
Right.
Still have a question what she was doing with power. I still want to know when did she get the dark hole. I'm really hoping we get that explanation somewhere down the line. I don't know. I mean, I love the magic fight that we did get to see. You know, they used Billy as we show your blast, we show you fly down, and that's enough blasting for this scene. Maybe a little bit more. We just threw him over there. Can
I say, Trevon, that was a little bothersome because we know a lot of that Witch's Road was practical. Mm-hmm. Like almost all of it was practical. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what a lot of their budget was on, unless Aubrey Plaza is half their budget. Like I just don't know what their budget was on that we couldn't have a full out witch fight. You know what I'm saying? With magic everywhere. I did think that was a little weird because I'm like, you didn't use a lot of.
There was a lot of practical stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm like, what was your budget? What'd you spend the money on? Like, I didn't get it. So I'm with you there. That was a little disappointing.
Maybe that scene where she kept getting blasted by all the witches. That was a lot. Maybe I don't know. I mean, she was in a lot of different outfits, so they had to keep doing the beams over and over again.
Right.
So
I mean, maybe. I don't know what goes into that stuff, so I can't confidently say. I can just tell you that sounds like I would like to hear from them why we didn't get a full on like Harry Potter type style battle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, maybe Iger saw what it kind of it. He said no. Y'all not doing all this big hex bubble around them in the air, all these blasts. No. You're not doing none of that.
Not doing none of that. Reduce that shit. All that.
Episode 8 was which episode 9 was in the middle, I would say. I was like, okay, It felt like an epilogue more than a season finale or series finale or whatever.
You know what it felt like? It felt like it should have went before the finale. You know what I'm saying? Like
episode 8 was high action, high energy, high, that was like,
Right.
cool. They didn't after as soon as they got there, my love and all. I was like, they're not holding it back. They've been teasing it, and she basically did the kiss of death on Rio to save him. She claims she didn't do it to save him, but she did.
She did.
She didn't have to.
She saw her son in him.
She didn't have to do it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to seen when he created the road. To be honest, that would have been cool. Because if he created it right when he was upstairs in her house, running from the Salem 7, just then you watch out for him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like when they showed us when Wanda fell to her knees and then the hex began. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Because I really, like I said, like I kept saying, that little preview of him standing over it with the blue magic, I thought he was creating it in that, not sealing it like we saw. So that was interesting.
Do we have a middle? Maybe missing, pitching. No, I loved how they wrapped everything up. I know I saw a lot of people that said it was a little underwhelming. I don't really see that. Here's the thing. I can't be underwhelmed by a show. I still, as much as I love this series, I still don't ever fucking need it. Never did, never will. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, anything you did, I'm okay with because it's over. So I'm like, I personally could have never been underwhelmed for a show I didn't give a fuck about. Because underwhelmed means I had expectations. I had no fucking expectations. So to me, it was just like, don't be bad enough for me to say, well, you should have never existed. Be good enough that I'm like, okay, well, at least it was fun. And it was. It was so much fun. Mm-hmm. So for me, I personally don't understand underwhelming. Because to me, I kind of feel like that means you would have had to had expectations. And I don't think many people should have had crazy expectations because you just didn't know what they were going to do with this show. Right? Yeah, I don't think any of it was predictable outside of Billy.
Had like expectation of it per se. Once we got into it, I was like, okay, cool. This is good. It's fun. Mm-hmm. It's just I just have questions at the end.
Oh, no. Not you. Your questions are valid. I'm saying to the people that said even episode 8 and 9, it was underwhelming. I'm like, well, what did you want? Now, I agree with you. I would have liked to have seen more witchy fights. I do think they omitted a few things.
You could feel let's throw him over here so we don't have to show them fighting.
Right. And then you didn't even see the two of them fighting. It was just lights. And I'm like, that. So yes, in that regard, if you were to say it was underwhelming in that specific regard, sure, I'm with you. But to me, I thought the show did its job. I'm with you, Juwaan. I had no expectations for the show, but they killed it, and I enjoyed the ride. Exactly. It's the same way I felt about Loki. Again, a show I did not want, still don't want, hope I never get again, but I enjoyed the ride while I was on it. So for me, it's the same thing with Agatha. I'm done here. This is great. No mas. But no, I very much enjoyed it, but I do think they omitted things. I think maybe they took luxuries with other things. Like, don't assume I love this show that much that I was going to stick through that final episode. That shit got boring as fuck. None of that stuff I felt like I needed. I didn't give a fuck about any of it.
The first half that's why I said that one felt very in the middle.
You know what it felt like? And I know a lot of people in Hollywood hate this term. You know what that final episode felt like? A one for me, one for you. So it was like the director getting the chance to actually getting her, like, I wanted to tell this story. And Kevin was like, all right, well then make 8 fire. Like, make 8 fire, and then you could do whatever the fuck you want with 9. You know what I'm saying?
I would alternate it, though. I would probably put 9. Like,
I agree. I completely agree.
And just put the ending with the way where 8 is. Like,
right.
To 9. I don't know. That's just how I would have did it. But
I think we're all in agreement. Joel, I take it a step further. I wouldn't have put the shit in there at all. I don't know.
I don't mind the extra story because I did want to see Nicholas at some point. I did want that explained. So like they explained it. Cool. I did want to know more of the backstory between her and Rio, all that stuff. I was fine with that. I don't know if it needed to be as long as it was, but it's fine.
I think my only issue was
we even got that though.
Her and Rio? No, not really.
We got a little bit. Probably not enough of it. But
my issue with what you were saying, Joel, is that something like that should have been character development. And there was just never any character development for Agatha. I thought an episode like that would get you to say, well, this is why she took a liking to Billy and whatnot. But the first chance she got to fuck over Billy, she fucked him over.
But but it's showing why she did everything that she did. At the end, she sacrificed herself for Billy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes, she did, but she didn't.
She did.
When she was laying down, she manipulated him. When she was laying down, she was like,
and she could have killed him when he was given the powers, but she didn't either.
That's true.
She didn't, which makes me question: could she always fucking control it?
Yeah,
it's like it does make you beg that question because she kept saying, "I can't control it," and then Billy's like, "Don't take all of it," and she's like, "Okay," and then doesn't take all of it. It's like, well, bitch, can you control it?
Can she control it once she actually has power? Could he actually power her up?
That's true, right? That is true.
Actual powered again. Because when she did Alice, she didn't have shit afterwards. So it was like it wasn't enough.
I think Joel. I think more so.
I think the story did close loops though. Like explains the connection to Nicholas and the locket and all that extra shit. Like again, you don't have to enjoy the explanation, but it explains stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they gave you the explanation that hey, man didn't have a father. I know a lot of people were like, "Is it Mephisto? Is it Chthon?" She was just like, "No, father doesn't matter." And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with there being a father. Right. You just not connecting it to anyone that matters, so that
they were playing around with the idea that it may have been Rio at one point. I think I saw.
That's interesting. I will say this though, there's not many scenes of this show that could have gotten me emotional. The one scene that did get me emotional was when Rio tells Nicholas like it's time, but then she goes no, say bye first, like say goodbye.
Yeah,
like he points to him, go back, right?
Yeah,
so it was. Right. So it's not closure for Agatha.
Yeah.
And that's why Agatha is holding this resentment of he'll never forgive me. You know, he doesn't love me. He thinks I did. Meanwhile, the son was just like, nah, Mom, we cool. You know, like it's all good, Mom. You know.
And it shows that she didn't sacrifice him for the dog.
Right.
Like we all thought.
Right. Which was weird because that was her own nightmare. So I'm like, why was that your nightmare if that wasn't even true? Where'd you get that from?
Maybe it's a clip, you know? Maybe that she felt like it. Maybe that's what it took.
Or maybe she felt it was the ultimate, like it's what led to her getting the Darkhold. Right. Was the sacrifices she had to make as a mother, as a woman, and stuff like that. Maybe that, but that was not explained well at all. At all.
But overall, I thought it. Like you said, I had no expectations, so it was one of those things where, like, this was a fun ride. And they gave me Billy. That's all I fucking wanted anyway. And they did him well, in my opinion.
And talk about that, Joel. You being a big costume guy. Talk a little bit about that costume.
Fantastic costume. I'm like, they nailed it. I'm like, this is chef's kiss. I'm like, that's good shit. I hope to see that again. Love the whole new crown thing because it's not really a crown in the comics. It's more like just like a headband.
Yeah, just a headband. Yeah.
So that the fact that they added the whole crown element to make it feel similar to Wanda, I thought was.
I was about to say because think about it. It's the same thing they did in the comics. Wanda has like a headpiece, not a crown. Right. And Billy has the same thing. So then you go in the MCU. If she has a crown, then her son should have a crown because he's emulating mommy, right? So I'm like, yeah, I love that they kept that. Yeah,
I did too. I thought that was a nice nod. I was like, oh, good shit. And I love like when we found out they added some details that we didn't know about with the creator. I'm like, oh, I love that. All the little details. And he looked great. I thought that was cool. I wasn't expecting a full costume, and we got one. So I was like, cool.
I'm still under the idea that the crown means you're the most powerful.
I mean, I don't until someone tells you that you're wrong. You can keep thinking that because I don't know that that's not true. So
Yeah, I mean,
I got no argument.
We have who was he fighting aside from Agatha at one point, right? It was just did he fight Death really? I mean,
yes, no. When he first landed, he did, but that was it. That was it. When he first landed,
that was kind of dumb. Yeah.
That was because remember after that he gave Agatha pretty much all he had, so he was weak when Death threw his ass into the.
He still came back and threw her ass again. Though, remember?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
no, I didn't even remember that second one.
Again.
Trevon's like, I remember that shit. He got his get back.
He threw her the first time, came back, threw her ass again.
No, I mean, I really did love everything about what Billy looked like. I did love everything that Aubrey Plaza brought as Lady Death. I didn't even care about it not being accurate to Lady Death. I didn't care at all. I just enjoyed seeing Aubrey Plaza be Death and her being hot doing it. I was completely fine.
Yeah. And I like that the whole skeleton thing. Like,
yes.
And
that was super practical. Yeah.
Practical. Yep. I was like, that's cool.
That's why Trevon keeps saying, where the fuck did you spend the money then, Marvel? Where did the money go in this show? So much shit was practical.
I guess for me, I didn't really care. But that's just...
So wait, you wouldn't have been interested in a big, like, witch off? Like a fight?
I don't even know. I didn't care.
I think I would see. Wow. I think I wouldn't have cared if they didn't throw him to the side like that, so they could do that. If they actually showed me that fight, I would have.
I would like to see Billy do some stuff.
Yeah, that was cool too. Yeah,
that's about it.
I mean, I still would like. I don't know what the fuck Agatha does. I would have liked to have gotten a better idea in a fight what Agatha can really do, because everyone was so afraid of her. Yeah, but she could take your power. But I want to know when you can't just take someone's power, which you can't do it with Lady Death, and you got to just straight up square up. What can you do with your power?
You saw her block it.
Right, I know. That's what I'm saying.
We did blast her at one point, and she was like, "Hell no!"
So that was a little of my issue. I'm like, I want to see what she can do, but no, they did a lot.
Was smart with it though. She cut her, hit her with the vine, tied her up. She knew not to. She was like, "No, I can't do that." Hit her with wind.
Yeah, she was smart with her magic. She was just like, like, bitch, I done loved you for centuries. I ain't stupid. Let's get to DJ V's question. Where do you think we'll see Wicked and Agatha again, and will Agatha drop another banger for us? Because Down the Road was hitting it still in my head. Well, remember, Agatha dropping another banger is 100% on the shoulders of the showrunner for this show, who essentially did the song for WandaVision. So it's whether or not she continues to follow Agatha on her journey. If she does, then you'll continue to get bangers. If not, no.
I'm not doing Vision Quest, so if they're there, then
I don't know that they'll be there. My Time to Shine Hello keeps hinting at a Wanda movie, so please. I don't know.
I'm sure please give me something. We've heard that for longer than her, but
well, they just said today that we could be seeing Wanda sooner than we think. So I don't know what the fuck that means.
Never do that one.
Are there any spots?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Well, no. Remember, it does not have to be a movie. We could see Wanda in something. I just don't know what that something could be. I don't know.
Yeah, see her come back first, right?
But that's what I'm saying. It could be an episode dedicated to her coming back. I don't know. To me, it would be harder to believe if I did not get Book of Boba dedicate a whole fucking Mandalorian arc. So like now I'm like, yeah, I mean, shit, you could throw a whole other person's storyline in someone else's shit.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm like, it could be in Vision Quest. I doubt it, but could.
I mean, she got to be back by then, right?
Yeah. Unless you want to dedicate an episode to how she got back. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that could be part of the quest. Who knows?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know what he's on a quest for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
again, that's still tentative too. The name.
Yeah. Vision Quest. And you know what's funny about that? Joel? Billy's looking for Tommy, right? If Wanda comes back, she'll be looking for Billy and Tommy. Vision is the only part of this puzzle that don't really give a fuck about either one of those quests. Finding his wife or his kids.
We don't know what he does. He knows them now, remember?
We don't know what he's thinking.
Well, he left.
He left.
He has all his memories.
Yeah, he has to organize his thoughts right now.
I know, but he left, and then remember, Wanda spent some time before she died. So Vision went to go find himself, and then just never came back. Yeah. Never made a phone call, nothing.
That's what
Wanda was just sitting there.
My thing is we don't know what he's been up to. So
right, because I'm like,
assuming.
I have to imagine if he reached out to Wanda, she wouldn't have spent so much time doing some devious ass shit.
Yeah, maybe that would work. But,
so,
we don't know.
Right. But for me, I enjoyed what I saw. I thought this was great. I thought everyone in it was great. And I did like that they, instead of doing Agatha with Wanda, it's Agatha with Billy. So
that to me was the highlight because that's what got me interested in Agatha. It was Billy, to be fair.
Oh, in the show. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was gonna say as a character, the show. I just really thought it was interesting, just taking the whole storyline that they did of Wanda working with Spirit Agatha, and Agatha being her mentor, to where Agatha's just like, nah, I'm gonna mentor Billy. I like this kid.
I mean, that's
like
interesting. Him. Yeah, I like that little. She has her hair, white hair. She looks like classic Agatha, which is pretty cool.
I thought that was really awesome. So now I'm very curious who they cast as Tommy.
I wonder.
And my most important question about Tommy: will you give him Quicksilver's name and suit?
Well, considering
comic accurate suit, not the one he had in Age of Ultron, like the comic accurate.
Well, that's my thing. My question for the longest time is: Will Tommy take up the mantle of Quicksilver, or will he go by his comic book name, Speed?
What do you hope? What do you hope for?
I prefer to see him become Quicksilver.
Okay, me too.
Pietro never took the role officially.
Because he couldn't legally.
He died. He could.
I mean, because Marvel would have given you like a fun little nickname of Quicksilver if legally they could, but because they couldn't, and then he died, it was just like, oh well.
I mean, they killed him. So it was one of those things where he never became Quicksilver. So now that they can, or whatever the fuck, I like that idea of him, passing on the mantle, even though he's not passing it, he's taking it.
Right. And I wonder if him taking it is based off of his interaction with his fake uncle on Halloween in WandaVision.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. Like he gets his inspiration of his costume from that, and the idea of the name from that. That'd be pretty awesome.
That's awesome. One of the things he does remember was that Halloween.
Right. Yeah, they'd be old enough to remember that for sure. I imagine. Yeah, they were like what, 9 or 10? Yeah, old enough to remember that for sure. Because they're only in their 20s now. So I'm like, you can't remember 10 years ago? That'd be crazy.
That's a fucking shootout.
It is. It's hard to watch. I got it to the right of me. It's hard. But no, I really did love it, and I can't wait to see how those dots are connected. And I will say, Trevon, I was a little disappointed. I obviously knew I wasn't going to get it, but I was a little disappointed it wasn't a Young Avengers thing at the end. I was looking for what's her name to maybe recruit him.
How would she even know he exists?
I assume Nicholas Fury is paying attention to this hex shit going on. He was paying attention to fucking Kate Bishop. He was paying attention to Kate Bishop.
He's not. Kate Bishop is different. This kid just got resurrected. We don't know anything about this guy. Agatha barely knew who he was.
That's fair. But
where is Doctor Strange?
You know where he is. He's with what's her name in the dimension.
He's supposed to be sensing.
No. See. 2 things you're wrong. Doctor Strange is right now busy in the dark dimension because that's how that movie ended. That's where he went.
Sorcerer Supreme right now.
And I was about to say that's the most important thing people keep forgetting. Wong is teaching all these other fucking sorcerers and shit, holding shit down.
He went right after Thor. He was like, "Why is your brother here?"
Well, that's different. We know Loki is only out to seek destruction. And remember, the last time Loki was on Earth, he was trying to destroy all of it. So that's a little different. Because remember, Remember, Strange walked up to Wanda, and Wanda said, "Oh shit, are you here about Westview?" He said, "I don't give a fuck. No, I'm not here about that shit. I'm here because I need your help." Like that's the first thing Strange said to her. I don't give a fuck.
Know all that shit was a spell around him.
Trevon, he did, which is why he said, "I don't give a fuck." Then why would he say he didn't care about the events of Westview?
No, I'm talking about all the shit around. Remember, she wiped. She was like, it was like a death. It was like death area around them. He didn't even know. It looked like orchards and shit.
Oh! You said that he was in the spell. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Well,
that's showing off her powers.
Right. No, but he knew about Westview and he told her, "I don't care about that. Westview. Like, I'm not Sorcerer Supreme. I don't care. Like, you do you, dog. Like, you do you. Just don't let that shit fuck around with me." Like that. That's what he's saying. Don't let it bother me.
Fix that, right? You figured that out. Good.
Yeah, he's like, "You're done. Okay, good. Remember, he would have left Wanda alone had she not tried to do some diabolical shit. He would have left her alone.
He was supposed to be at the end of WandaVision.
Right. But they squashed that again, and then we know the movie felt like it was ignoring WandaVision. So so we know how that was gonna be. But so I'm very interested to see how some of this shit pans out because it's gonna be fun to see when we get Tommy.
I'm just excited to see the MCU connect again. That's all.
Absolutely.
Just waiting for that. Nothing's connected. Like nothing right now. So.
I mean, nothing's connected.
You mean nothing recently?
Nothing's connected recently. Yeah.
How recently are you talking?
I mean, what? Since Shang-Chi? Is anything connected?
Shang-Chi, Spider-Man.
What are we talking about?
He was saying,
how many things have actually connected?
After Shang-Chi, how many things got connected?
Spider-Man. Wasn't Spider-Man after Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Spider-Man.
Before, wasn't it?
No, it was a December movie. Yeah, it was a December. Shang-Chi was September.
I swore that was before that.
No. Spider-Man No Way Home was a December release. Yeah, that was after Shang-Chi.
Hold on. I have it all here.
2021.
What do we, damn it. It's not the right one.
Well, technically, remember, Trevon. Remember.
Okay, it was. Okay. All right.
Remember, everything in the MCU is connected. They're just not all connected to the same thing narratively right now.
Yeah.
Because remember, Hawkeye is connected to Daredevil, which is connected to Spider-Man.
Right.
But they're not connected to the multiversal story.
But yeah, right now, like Eternals is its own thing.
That's the only thing that's not really connected to anything.
But even though we're gonna have some of it like referenced in the new Captain America movie, but the Eternal storyline is its own. Their own thing going on.
Once February comes, that will then be connected. Then everything that we've seen has been connected.
Hawkeye is the beginning of the street level stuff that we never expected to get. That's why we got Kingpin, and now we're gonna get Daredevil and Kingpin again. And that was the beginning, and then that's later that same month we got fucking Daredevil show, or at least Matt Murdock showing up in Spider-Man. So that was connecting that. You're like, oh, this is some shit. Right. Moon Knight didn't really connect anything.
But we know the Moon Knight to me is not an issue because that will connect to shit like Blade and stuff like that.
But that's eventually. That's one of those things. And
it would have been connected already if we didn't have 9 million fucking delays on that movie. So.
Right. Multiverse Madness connected to WandaVision, sort of.
And connected to the multiverse story. Yeah,
and it was part of the multiverse storyline.
Right.
And you have it brought knowledge to incursions.
Yes.
That was to that movie.
You did.
Ms. Marvel was also kind of isolated till
the ending.
Eventually, right? That's the beginning of that. You got Thor: Love and Thunder was isolated. She-Hulk it connected to Shang-Chi and Daredevil, but it connected to multiple things.
Yeah,
Juwaan was in it. Werewolf by Night was isolated, but that was very much
again, you put that in the same pile as Moon Knight.
Yeah. Black Panther was kind of isolated.
No, not really, because I think you can connect. You know what? I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Yes, but it won't be. I believe you can connect the dots once Captain America drops.
The what's called ramifications will be felt after.
Yes.
And Guardians holiday special was the holiday special. This is for fun.
And Guardians itself.
Obviously, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania connected. Obviously, there's a connection there with Loki and them, and that was the introduction of the real Kang was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Right.
Guardians 3
self-contained.
The original Guardians storyline, so it really didn't connect to what was going on.
But Guardians, to be fair, is always, outside of Guardians 1, has always been self-contained. Because Guardians 1, its connection with Thanos.
Yeah, it
Guardians
was.
2 was self-contained.
Thanos was the connecting thread there for the most part.
Right.
So we'll see when we see the Guardians again. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Secret Invasion was a thing.
It connected itself to Ms. Marvel, to which you can connect to.
It does eventually connect to the Marvels, which said like Ms. Marvel. And you have Echo connected to
street level.
Yes, but that was where did it start? Oh, the Hawkeye.
Oh yes, Hawkeye.
And like I said, Deadpool Wolverine was iced because it's not even on the same Earth. And then you have Agatha, which was connected to WandaVision. That was that WandaVision storyline.
So we say that to say, Trevon, Kevin has so many subplots, it's impossible for things to not be connected.
It's good to have subplots because you don't want everything connected to the same story, especially with all these characters, you know.
Yeah. So everything has a thread that leads to something. But no, if your statement is everything's not connected to the multiversal storyline, then yes, you're correct. Because even Thor is supposed to lead to the Battle of the Gods. We don't know how far that will stretch into whatever that might be. But it'll be connected to something. I'm sure they'll connect the gods to something. It always comes back to something, you know? Who knows? Maybe the next Thor movie might incorporate some of the Eternals. Who knows? Never know. Never know. They could if they wanted to. So, you're right, Trevon. But everything does have a very loose thread.
I know what you mean, though. You're talking like with the Avengers. It's been a minute since we got Avengers shit, and I agree. That's why it's kind of feel like there's a lull because we're like, where my fucking Avengers at? Fair.
Right.
That is a fair argument.
That's why that Captain America movie is gonna hit like crack. If you get even if we get 3 people, it's like, oh, that feels like Avengers again. Like it feels like it. I don't necessarily like the idea that it could potentially be in Sam's first Cap movie, but you know, whatever. Again, as long as
it don't take away from him.
As long as it's not in majority of the movie, as long as it's just the end of the movie, it's fine. It's fine.
Again, as long as they don't take away from Sam, you know.
Right, because that's my biggest issue.
Like, I'm not going to say
experience.
Yeah, kind of like what happened with what's it called? The last Cap movie.
Oh, Civil War. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. That shit stopped being a Cap movie once Iron Man showed up. It's just Avengers. Okay, got it.
Got it. Movie for sure. I felt
right, 100%.
So I was like, okay, whatever. It's Avengers 2.5, and I'm fine with that.
Because I'm like, I still to this day don't understand what Steve's resolution was in that trilogy. His resolution came at the end of Endgame. That was a resolution to his arc.
Well, a lot of these characters like Hulk's did too. That's
why. He, to be fair, wasn't allowed to have more movies. So
I know, but that's why they have to do it in the Avengers movies.
Right, but think about it. Thor had his. Iron Man had his. Yep. Guardians had theirs. Cap they were just like, nah, Avengers.
No, I mean, I feel like Cap's art was about first he worked with the government, then he saw how crooked the government is, then he saw them trying to interfere with his life, and then
he'd be rebelled.
He kept dealing with then he became a rebel. But
you're talking about progression of a character. Yes, it had progression of Cap, but his resolution was Endgame. His resolution was he didn't want to keep fighting this fight. It was a fight he had to fight because it was kind of his duty. But he was growing tired of it. Like, think about it. How did Iron Man 3 end? It ended with him throwing that son bitch in the water and saying, I'm done being Iron Man. Correct? Like, that's how Iron Man 3 ended. How did Guardians end? I'm done being Guardians. That's exactly how that ended.
I think that added to my dislike for that movie. Like, how you gonna end it like that?
With nobody to take over. Anyway. No, but that's fine. I'm just talking about it. At least was a progression and an ending for his arc. Stark became his ultimate self by the end of Iron Man 3. You know what I'm saying? He became his ultimate. No. I mean, as a personality. He had achieved the highest of the highs, the lowest of the lows, to going back up to the high. Right. So, and even Guardians, they all retired. And then you got a whole new Guardians team out of it.
Not all.
So I'm like,
yes, a lot of them.
Well, Rocket and Groot were the only ones that did.
Right.
But I mean, you essentially retired the team and then just kept like two of
Earth,
right.
Jackson,
So I'm like, really, only Cap was the only one that really had a chance to have 3 full movies. It didn't really have a proper resolution. Again, that could just be in my opinion.
You know what? Cap got a happy ending. Iron Man got a sacrifice ending, which is like the hero's ending. You know.
But I think it was a happy ending for him because remember, he was losing everything. He was losing Pepper. He was losing his health. He was losing everything, right? And Pepper essentially was telling him, "You got to make a choice. You can't be both."
Iron Man 3.
Yeah, Iron Man 3. And then that was when Stark said, "Okay, I don't want to be both. I'll just be Tony."
About fully.
He was talking about a hero sacrifice. Yes, I'm sorry, Joel. I'm sorry. You're talking about Endgame. I'm sorry. My apologies. Gotcha.
Huh?
Gotcha.
Yeah. He didn't get a happy ending.
Yeah, Cap got a happy ending.
Iron Man got a death.
I'd say Iron Man had a full circle ending. Because remember, the first time Iron Man and Cap interact was Cap telling him, "You're not the kind of guy that would lay his body over the grenade." Right? And then Stark kind of took that to heart. It was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it.
Yeah. That was the whole point of Iron Man 1 was like he was a selfish prick.
Right. That's what I said. In 3 movies, they achieved that. And then everything else you got after that was just more of a progression of who he became.
Was the true full circle moment.
Right. You know what? Can I just say this before we move on? If I was Stark in heaven, I'd be mad as fuck to see that Steve went back in time, grew old, and, you know, for as much as you can assume, he died, right? I'd be mad as fuck. Like, bitch, you could have snapped this shit and just died. You was ready to die anyway. The fuck you like? I got a whole daughter, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Why you let me do this shit?
Maybe that's what they're like, man.
To be fair,
what a family.
Nobody else would be able to do what he did because they didn't know how to work their gauntlet.
Oh, don't give me that shit. Stark put the fucking thing on and snapped. Don't tell me Cap is just stupid.
He did not. He did not. He took the stones off, remember? He didn't take the glove off. He took the stones out. Yeah, and they went into his glove.
And he formed
with nanotech. With nanotech.
All right, well, you should have gave Cap one. Cap should have asked for one. Cap should say, hey, just in case some shit go down.
That was it.
Nah, fuck that. You know what's also hilarious is that Doctor Strange is probably looking around like, a couple of y'all could probably do this. Nah, take the guy with the daughter. Yeah, you start. You do it. You die.
Like I said, nobody else could ever do it.
Captain Marvel could have done it. I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm talking about
she could have held those things in her hand and snapped. I don't want to hear that shit.
How you gonna hold him and snap?
She would find out. Women get it done. She would have found out. Don't give a fuck.
You just want my girl to die.
You damn right. Over Stark, you got damn right.
Stark.
We got Rogue. We don't fucking need her no more.
Again. Be happy.
We got Rogue. We don't need Captain Marvel anymore, Trevon. We
got Rogue yet.
When we do, she better die.
10 years.
They're not the same.
All right, let's move on. Wong is yes, he's getting his groove on with her. I'm more curious on how far America Chavez's training has gone. Is this bitch a sorcerer now?
This future transportation.
She's she's Uber. That's what she is.
She might be. You laughing? She might be. By the time we see her again, hey, we go here.
Like, where's Doctor Strange? The Dark Universe? Hey, America, come here. Come on. We gotta go get Strange. Open that shit up. Let's go. Right now, let's go. Look, I do wonder if she might be.
She can send your ass to a portal. She ain't got to be near you.
Right? Yeah. She's here. Go. No, but that's hilarious to think about. Like, God damn, what did she do now? Right? Like, is she just Uber for people? But anyway, let's move on. That's hilarious. So we all give Agatha season 1 thumbs up, right? We witching?
Yeah, we witching.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the Penguin.
Damn.
What an episode. What 2 episodes, actually. Sorry. 7 and... Wait, are we heading into 8?
Is it 8? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, we're heading into 8. So 6 and 7. That's all. But see, okay, I'm glad you said that. This is why I will forever love, and I'm so sorry I forgot her name, the showrunner for Penguin, and Matt Reeves.
Lauren?
Yes, thank you. Because they appreciate a fucking villain. Because they could have easily given us this last episode where we feel sorry for Oz. We're like, oh, we get it. We understand. No. They said, bitch, this is a villain. A villain. He was even a villain when he was younger. Bad guy. Loved it. I'm assuming I'm frozen, right? Am I frozen?
No.
Oh my God. It is like Robot Central in here. What is going on? Yeah.
No,
I don't know what's going on.
All
my shit is going crazy.
Can you still hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but I can't really see you. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Okay. All right. Well, as long as you guys can still hear me. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, it does. Usually after an hour, it starts bugging.
Which is crazy. We haven't even gone to an hour yet. We're only 45 minutes in this bitch.
For me, it's usually an hour, but I don't know how everyone else.
No, it was something with my connection for like a hot second because even my tablet went down. I don't know what that was. But anyway, I appreciate that they respect that he's a villain. We don't need to like all of our villains. All of our villains don't need to have he was bullied, he was picked on, feel sorry for him. Sometimes people are born assholes, and it's okay for us to have legitimate villains. You know what I'm saying? I could never watch a James Bond movie where they're just like, well, look at what this villain's past was. Don't you feel sorry? Bitch, James Bond, shoot him twice in the face. Like, what the fuck? It's a bad guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so, I appreciate that you felt that way, Trevon.
I still root for the bad guys most of the time.
That's fine. I just don't want you rooting for the bad guys because they make you feel sorry for the bad guys. If you like to root for the bad guys because they're badass, no problem. We all like Vader. We all like Kylo. We all like Darth Maul. I get it. I just don't need you.
Like Zemo.
I don't need you humanizing the bad guy is my issue. That's the issue I take. So I'm so glad you said that because Colin Farrell, remember the clip that I sent you, Trevon? Where Colin Farrell said after the episode where they were reviewing the episode, he was just like, man, if you thought you didn't like us in this episode, wait till the next. And it was just like, yes, that's what I like to hear. Bad guy. Yes, we love it. But yeah, that was real fucked up. My man said bomb myself. All I care about. Like, that man said, fuck the fact that y'all stood up for me.
It was a kind of very borderline creepy obsession he had with his mom.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's very much what's that hotel?
Bates.
Yes, it's very much Bates Motel. 100%. Yeah. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be looked at.
It's not that crazy, but it is. Yeah, he's a mama.
He killed his two brothers for her.
No, I agree, but it was almost sexual. With
Bates Motel was very sexual. Yes. Okay, I give you that. Yes,
it was creepy. Like, he was at what?
Okay. You know we can compare it to then.
Not that far from it. I was like,
no. You know we can compare it to then. I would say their Oz and his mother's relationship were kind of like Archer and his mother, where it's very much just like you two are weird, but it was never like we think maybe he still breastfeeds at 30. Right. That's what Bates Motel was. Was like he might still be breastfeeding at 30, but this was more so just like he had an obsession with his mother and she had a dependency on Oz. None of it was weird. It was just you should probably cut this umbilical cord.
It's unhealthy
soon, right? Yeah. But no, not creepy. Okay, you know what? It was weird, not creepy. Bates Motel was creepy. This was just weird.
It's the same issue. DJ.
Yeah.
See, when he first did that to his brothers, right? I was like, that was fucked up for them to expect him to come down there. So he locked them in there, right? I was like, okay, they can get out. That's when they couldn't get out. Yeah. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
That first one, he locked him in, I was like, all right, fine. Scare him a little bit.
Right.
Then he went home. That man went home after that.
You know what's funny? I think I'm the only person that had the mindset of, I didn't think the brothers did it maliciously. I think when you're so like, because you're having fun, right? So you
didn't know what his leg was like.
No, I don't think when they went down there with the intent of, we know Oz can't come down here. it was we're having fun, and it was just because even the brother said the older brother even said, Oz, it's not like that, bro. We just got caught up. It's not like that at all. I don't think they were doing it to be assholes. Because there was nothing about those two brothers that was to make me believe they were assholes.
Right. I don't
going down.
That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't think. I think it was the scene was meant to be that. But remember, we've seen Oz this entire season misinterpret the smallest fucking thing. The smallest fucking thing. You know how sensitive he is. Exactly. So it was more so feeding to his sensitivity than it was his brothers going, ha ha, we can walk straight and you can't. That's not what it was. I didn't take it as that. I didn't take it as that.
I agree. I do believe that they're like, well, he probably won't come down here.
No, I think it was he can't come down here fast enough. I don't think it was he can't come down here at all. I think it was, haha, you can't come down here as fast as we can, baby.
Exactly. It won't be like
right.
We does come down here. It'll take it forever.
We just had to find him.
You said what?
They weren't running from him.
Trevon, the game is tag. You have to physically touch them.
But they were waiting.
You got to physically touch them in tag.
Now, what if he had fell down there and broke his other leg?
Yeah, I mean,
then they yes, but that's all I'm trying to get across to you, Trevon, is they're kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting that stench on kids.
I will also say I don't know if he meant to kill them as much as try scare them.
No, of course he didn't mean to, because he kept looking at the window like they're gonna come home any minute. Any minute they're gonna walk through the door.
I think once he realized, he's like, he made peace with it.
Yeah, he was just like, nah, they're not coming home. Yeah, it's okay. Because think about it, even when the mom was just like, what time? When is the movie? He was just like, I don't know. Is it this movie? Yeah, sure. And then she was just kind of like, okay. And then he was just like, all right, it's working. It's working. She cares about me right now, not them. Okay. And then he was just like, I like this. Fuck it. They're dead.
Yeah. So I'm assuming she never found them.
No, I'm assuming she did find them. I'm assuming someone went down that thing at some point.
I don't know if she found them.
Got washed away.
No. I don't think she found them. I'm assuming someone went down there at some point.
I thought that when he fell into the thing, I thought he was going to see their skeleton or some shit.
That would have been crazy, right?
I thought because it looked like the same fucking hole, right?
It was. Yeah, it was.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So I thought he was going to see the skeleton. Nothing. Okay.
I always assumed, because everyone knew they didn't make it back home, right? After a certain amount of time, I'm sure they searched through all of the, because they're kids. So the first thing you start thinking is like, did they fall down a well, some shit like that? Like,
they did.
You think of crazy places.
Legit.
No, they didn't fall.
They walked down that bitch.
They crawled down it and then got trapped purposely.
That's the thing, too. They probably got washed away.
That's what I thought.
That is very possible, yeah.
As the water went down, they went with it.
It was just nothing about his mother's sorrow that made me believe she never got closure. Like, she never got their bodies. I feel like she did. She was able to bury them. I feel like, but I could be wrong.
The way she keeps switching back to talking to them. Remember how she keeps doing that?
Yeah.
She keeps like slipping back and thinking she's talking to one of them.
I don't know if she ever got that piece, but
yeah.
I also don't think she knows what Oz did either.
No, she definitely doesn't know what Oz did. But I think she started to get a little bit of an inclination when what's her name was talking to her. She's just like, that is some shit Oz would do. Nah. Like, as a parent, the first thing you got to say to yourself is, no way. Someone said this, Joel, and I don't remember the game well enough to know if this is true. You know when you die in the Arkham games, Oswald comes and leans over you and says something? They said that Oz did that, but over Salvatore. Is that true? I don't remember if it was the same dialogue.
I don't remember what he says, though.
Yeah, I don't remember what he said.
He does, but I mean, in the game, they do go over your body. Like,
right, yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah. So I'm like, when they said that, I'm like, no, I know he does that in the game. I just don't remember what he said. I don't remember what he says. Yeah. Yeah.
He has an accent in the games, too, right? He's like,
he does.
British.
Like
Cockney.
Yeah. Well, that's usually what they always give him. In animation? No. In animation, usually they give him that.
No, the old animated series, he spoke regular. Because Danny DeVito spoke normal, too.
Oh, right. Then it must have been the animation going after that. That Penguin kind of developed.
Because I know The Telltale game was he was British. He was skinny, but he was also British there. Too.
Yeah, that was the one time where it was just like, you're trying to be too different. Like, I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah, gain some weight, bitch.
The fact that what they did with Colin Farrell has been amazing, considering what we expected when we first got casted. We were like, what the same. That's why I like the idea of Matt Reeves venturing off and doing what other villains does he want to do? That's what I want to know. Like, who else does he want to do a show on? Like, this is a very intriguing considering how good this is. Like, who else do you? I know this is like I love the whole idea of it. Like, very intriguing to me.
I will say this: if not for the movies, I would have been very intrigued to see a backstory of why the fuck his Joker looks like that. But because we got the movies, I don't need a series about Joker at all. I mean, I'm not interested at all.
I wouldn't be against that. Yeah.
So that was my first thought.
I'm hoping he retcons that.
Yeah. You said what?
I hope he retcons that.
Retcons what? His face?
What Joker looks like.
No, I kind of hope he keeps it that way.
Yeah,
because to me, why not make your Joker drastically different than what everyone tends to make their Joker looks like?
Wants him to not look like that.
Well, Barry doesn't look like that in real life. So every other movie you see Barry in, he'll look.
Why Barry gotta look like that?
Because Barry took the role. So Barry took the roles. I mean, I can't really blame anyone but Barry.
And I'm not even upset. Like, depending on like how, because obviously they can make adjustments in the next when we see him again.
I don't think you need to make his his face all bubbled up and all that. If you want to kind of, reduce some of that, you can. But he should look disfigured. I very much appreciate that he went drastically different.
I think what Matt wanted to do with it was make it like he was born that way type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm fine if they want to go that way. Let's take a quick second. So we talk about Joker, right? Joel, you're okay with it. I think it's a sin because we already got movies that we didn't need. So for me, I just feel like it's doubling down.
Need it.
Trevon, how would you feel about a Joker series by Matt Reeves?
Not with this Joker. Absolutely not. I'm all right.
Okay. So Joker isn't your issue. It's just how he looks. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
no,
all right.
I don't need to see more of that. I'm good.
Okay. So then I'll start with you then, Joel. Just give me 3 villains that you'd like to see explored more.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Catwoman series.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say.
See what she's doing.
Especially in Bloodhaven. What the fuck are you doing over there?
In Bloodhaven, that'd be fun. What else? Who else? I mean, he hasn't introduced anything else anymore. I mean,
no. Just characters you'd want to see that you could see being introduced in a Matt Reeves universe.
I mean, shit. Like, if Harvey Dent doesn't lend himself to this goddamn world, I don't know what. Like,
oh man, could you guys picture a legal series, but with Harvey Dent, and then it's like legal meets mafia? That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd
and then
be
like
really
midway
awesome.
He gets, and now obviously Sal Maroney's dead, so you can't have him do the burning, but somebody will.
Somebody could, yeah. Fuck, it could be Joker. Could be Penguin, yeah. Diabolical motherfucker. Could be him for sure.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I mean, shit. I mean, that's some pain right there.
It sure is.
So, yeah, Two-Face would be a good one. He fits very easily into this world.
Well, I can tell you right now, DJV, it's almost confirmed he's going to be in that movie. So
yeah, we already know he's there.
So yeah, I don't see why you don't have him in it. Because then at that point, why'd you even introduce him? And why'd you introduce him? Then put out the deleted scene.
Yeah, right.
If you weren't trying to get the audience to understand that we'd be seeing him again.
I'm not saying I need the series. I'm saying I would be open to it. I'm not saying that would be my first choice.
Yeah, no.
Like if they said, like Arkham, I think would have, even though I am open to that, and obviously that's he said it himself that he's whatever ideas he had for Arkham, and he's being used in Penguin, he's being used in this and that, so he's going to spread that out.
Right.
The same thing happened with that GCPD thing.
I can tell you right now, there is one character I desperately want to see because I thought the character was very well done in Gotham. That's Hugo. I would love a series about Hugo Strange.
A whole series again?
Because you know what it would kind of be like, Joel? You can kind of do a Hugo Strange meets Dexter, right? To where a lot of what he's doing, he thinks he's doing for the right reasons because these are bad people that he's trying to exorcise the bad out of them. But really, he's just making them more crazy and turning them into what he wants them to be. I'm like, you could really have some fun with the Hugo Strange series. And a Hugo Strange, I think, would fit in a Matt Reeves universe completely.
Oh, he definitely will.
Yeah, I think he definitely could.
He definitely can fit in the Matt Reeves universe. I think, I don't know if as a main villain, but definitely as a villain. Same thing with Zaz. I don't know if I need a Zaz as the main villain, but Zaz can fit in this world easily.
Yeah.
Black Mask can fit in this world easily. I don't know if I need I like the mystery behind Roman.
Right.
But I mean, that could be
part of what I didn't like about Birds of Prey was even seeing his real face.
I agree.
Even that bothered me. It was just I like not knowing.
I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't want to see his face.
It's supposed to be the whole man in the iron mask kind of thing, and it's I don't want to see your face. Yeah.
I would obviously. I'm a huge fan of the ventriloquist.
Ooh, that'd be a lot of. Okay, so let me say this, Joel. My only issue with characters like ventriloquist or Black Mask and stuff like that is that it leans too heavily towards gangster, and this is so gangster that it's like I'd much rather a season 2 of Penguin where you incorporate those characters because it's like too much gangster will start to flood it. You know what I'm saying? And dilute it.
I think there's enough. Ventriloquist is enough where he's not a gangster to fill that because he's a fucking ventriloquist who uses a gangster puppet.
I was about to say,
it's like it's different, and I think it's different enough for you. You don't have it doesn't have to lean as hard as this, which this is like legit mafioso shit. Whereas I don't think, and Roman's very similar in that regard too, even though you don't see his face. That's why I don't need him to be like the focus. Like you said, he could be in something.
Right.
There's plenty of mob bosses you can use. I'm not gonna have. I don't want to.
A Bane backstory. I'm not against
Bane, but then it'd have to be toned down Bane. You know.
Yeah.
Again, we've seen toned down Bane. We've seen toned down Clayface.
We have. Yeah.
Unless they go old school Clayface like the Batman show.
What would you say, Trevon?
So I want Catwoman. I want Poison Ivy.
Oh, Poison Ivy would be a lot of fun. Her being an environmentalist turned
you'd have to
Poison Ivy. You would have to. I mean, unless
no,
you have to for this series for this universe. You have to.
No, I wasn't about to say that, Trevon. I was going to say
power.
Unless you want to lean into people with abilities, you showcase their abilities. We've not seen Matt Reeves utilize anyone that actually has abilities. It just doesn't fit his universe. So I agree with you there. But we haven't seen him try in what it would look like.
It's called the crime universe, right? Some shit. So it's going to be more realistic.
Right.
Mr. Freeze, and if they could tone down Mr. Freeze.
I mean,
Trevon, let me be very clear. I'm not against it. You know what I would love to see under James Gunn? Like literally directed by James Gunn? I would love for them to do Harley Quinn series in live action. Her and Ivy? Oh, that'd be so much fun. Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn. That'd be so much fun to watch. I'd love that. A nice little fun comedy series. That'd be a lot of fun.
That would be funny.
Yeah, but, I would enjoy that.
My problem is you don't want to get too campy. That show is very campy.
It's very campy. You could find a middle ground.
Yeah,
you could find a middle ground.
There's a lot of silliness. Like Bane's just joke in that show. They're all jokes. They're all a joke in that.
You could find a middle ground. And funny. You want to know why? You want to know why under James Gunn's umbrella it would be more fun? Is because James Gunn wouldn't have to use so many notable characters. James Gunn's knowledge of comics would find you a character you didn't even know exists. Fuck, James Gunn digs up characters. The authors and creators of the characters go, oh, yeah. Oh, shit, that guy does exist. That's how deep James Gunn goes. So he has a deep-ass bag where he could do fun stuff like that. So I'm with you there, Trevon. I would love a Poison Ivy series where maybe you can put the two together, her and Harley together. I just, like Joel was saying, I don't know visually how you can make that work in Matt Reeves' world. I just don't know. Without, like he said, making her,
No powers.
Because the way Matt Reeves' universe is structured, she'd just be an environmentalist that shoots motherfuckers.
Yeah, she's gonna be like a fucking botanist that's really into poison.
Right? Yeah, like she kills people by putting like poison in them and shit. Yeah,
she's an extreme environmentalist.
Yeah, actually, it would be so toned down, Trevon. She'd put poison in like a perfume bottle and then just spray people with it. It's like, I don't want to see a series of that.
So you'll inject people.
Yeah, call it the squirts, and it's just. It's like, yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
I mean, it can be done. It can be done. I'm not gonna say
it can be done, but I will say Christopher Nolan has almost tainted the idea of taking a not supernatural, but a character that's not as watered down as Bane is, and watering him the. Because think about it, even the campy Batman in the '90s wasn't watered down. He was very much Bane. It's just he didn't talk. Oh. That was just the only thing he didn't get.
Bane, but he was like stupid giant brute Bane.
Yeah, he was like zombie Bane.
It wasn't Bane.
But he visually looked like Bane. You at least got the visual aspect.
Except he was green.
Yeah, that's true. Uma Thurman did a really good job now that I look back at it, but fuck those movies. No, but I think Penguin so far has been so freaking good, man. So freaking good. And Joel, hopefully everyone has gotten Vic being Victor Zsasz out of their head after he shot that guy. Did that look like a serial killer to y'all? That kid almost shit himself.
It's the start.
Oh my, Trevon, did that kid look like someone that enjoyed that?
No, he did it once. He could do it again.
No, but I'm asking you, did he look like someone that enjoyed it?
I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it either, but I'll do it again.
No, but Victor Zsasz is a serial killer. Serial killers love killing.
And this is where he started.
But he didn't look like he liked it.
I know.
Want to kill.
The first time.
Not at all.
The first time always the worst.
They start with animals. That's how much they want to kill.
Hold on, Joel. Hold on. Why the fuck did Trevon say that like someone that's done it? He said that shit too clear. That motherfucker said, yeah, the first time, you don't enjoy it. But that second time, I don't know. All right. I'm just, pay close attention to Trevon. But no, hopefully you guys get out of that.
To be fair, I was using another analogy when I said that like that. Okay?
Mm-hmm,
be clear.
Yeah, it's all right.
For that.
Criminal investigation. But no, I really enjoyed that scene with him because I kept saying to myself in that scene, like, bro, he's just gonna turn on you. You know he is. You know you can't fucking trust him. Like you're gonna have to do it, kid. At some point, you're gonna have to kill him. Outside of that, I really enjoyed the episode. I will say she confuses me. What's her name in the show? Sophia. Yes, she confuses me, man. I love how Sophia visits her. Technically, I call it her niece, but it's not. I don't think she was related to her mom or dad. She visits.
I forget what that is. Cousin.
She visits the little girl, and then she goes back home, and she's like, "I can't do this. I don't like the person I'm becoming." And then her doctor's just like, "But you got to see it through." And she's like, "Yeah, you're right. Fuck that. Yeah, let's go kill him." It's like that fast. This bitch crazy as fuck, bro. Like, god damn. It just took 3 seconds. She's like, "No, you're right. You're right."
Turned into a psychopath. Well, she wanted a psychopath.
Right. She was just. It took 1 second for her to go, "No, you're right. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck odds. Yeah, let's kill him."
That's what it takes to turn someone into a killer. What she went.
Right.
Mike has been talking about that. He don't think he's real.
She was tortured.
You said what?
Mike was saying he don't think that he's real.
I mean, she's fucking certifiable. It's very, it's very possible.
Yeah,
I know. I'm saying she's so crazy. Very possible. Wouldn't shock me a bit.
Every time now, I analyze every time he talks to somebody else. I'm like, do they respond? And they haven't yet. Like, so every time I'm like,
That's fair. I don't really remember the conversation with the mom.
He was trying to talk to the mom, but she never.
Right, but she wasn't responding. And then I think Sophia walked in. Yeah, Sophia walked in.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know.
And the biggest reason you could assume, and this is gonna sound wild. I know Dig is gonna be the first person to comment on this, but the biggest reason why I think Mike is 1,000% correct is she was upstairs fucking. Salvatore didn't hear any of it. Like Salvatore did. Like she came downstairs. Salvatore didn't even seem like someone that just heard two people upstairs fucking. It very much just like.
I mean, the house is huge.
I mean, she was whipping the fuck out of that guy. The scars he had on his body.
That is true.
I'm like, I don't know how quiet he was gonna be up there. But yeah, look, Mike, I want to give you all your credit. If that is the case, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Was not a thought of mine, but does not shock me one bit. So shout out to you.
Think about it now. I think about it every time I watch the show now.
Yeah, I'll be paying attention closely to this finale. Shit. Very closely to this finale.
One more week?
So. Yeah, this week. This is it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is it.
And on to Dune.
Yes, on to Dune. Yes. I cannot fucking wait. But yeah, so I very much enjoyed these last 2 episodes of Penguin. They have done a phenomenal job with this show. Again, another show, did not ask for it, did not need, did not want. It has kept me at the edge of my seat every fucking week. Bravo to that entire team. And I usually don't watch the deeper look into the episode after the episode. I did watch this past week's. And shout out to that kid.
And that's it.
Yeah, usually that's the same thing I have, but this episode really captured me. So I'm like, and then we got to hear from the kid, and that kid knows that script down pat. He was talking like he wrote that shit. I was like, okay, kid, all right, I see you. So I very much is paying close attention to it, but yeah, great work from that. You guys got anything else to add on 7 and 8 from Penguin?
No, I think it was just great. The show's great.
It's a masterwork so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to how they close it up, how they put the bow on it. I'm really, really curious how this leads into the next movie, because I know that's supposed to, whatever happens here affects what happens next. So I'm like, okay, we'll see what transfers over.
Exactly.
Bitch, I don't know that yet. The bombing just happened. I don't know that Batman didn't respond to that shit. I don't know that.
This is complaining about Batman. I showed him. It just blew up, my guy.
Didge is like, the moment that shit went off, boom, you're there. Why? Why aren't you there?
You're supposed to know before the bomb goes off.
Yeah. I don't know, Didge, but I will say, if you don't hear anything in this next episode about him showing up to help out even a little bit, that will be a little concerning. A little bit. Like, all right, Batman. Poor people matter.
I think that's the problem. I think it's just in general. Like, we haven't heard them anywhere.
Right.
The mafia, the fucking Falcone family got destroyed, and
nothing.
They weren't poor people. We heard
nothing at all. Batman said, "Bitch, I'm getting reacquainted with Bruce Wayne. I ain't got time for this shit."
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we'll see. Like, this is one of the issues you have when you want to isolate the story so much.
Right.
So it's like, I get it. Trust me, because like the focus should stay on Oz for damn sure. But the fact that you've established that this man exists, and everyone kind of knows after what happened, he was like literally like, taking people to the helicopter on top of the garden over there. So
right.
So yeah, he exists. You talked about him in the beginning of the show, so it's like it's one of those things where.
And hey, hold on,
it's a lot going on.
Joel.
Like,
no. Hold on, because I don't like Didge doing that. You notice how Didge put all that on Batman, but didn't put nothing on the brother? Don't you do that, Didge? Where the fuck is Gordon? I ain't seen Gordon respond to shit.
Neither, actually.
Yeah, I ain't seen Gordon respond to shit. Hold Gordon responsible for something. Where the fuck he at?
I mean, look, it's not their story, so I get it.
It's not. And you know what's funny? This story itself. He sent the cops. Gordon did not send the cops because he's not the commissioner. He's not the commissioner.
It's okay. Batman just does not care about people in the lower.
No.
Class. It's okay.
And you know what, Joel? I love how Didge and Trevon are purposely omitting the 2 black people with power in Gotham that ain't doing shit. Gordon and the new fucking DA. Where the fuck she at?
She's the mayor.
Mayor. Where the fuck is the mayor at?
More power.
That's what I'm saying. Where the fuck she at?
What she's supposed to do about the damn Falcons getting all gassed, and then
you need to know if there's a serial killer on the loose. Bitch, you just went through all this shit.
It's the crime people. They don't give a shit. They're like they dead.
Okay. It's not their
but Batman's still here. But because so the Falcons are dead. Maroni, wife and child are dead. Bert, Chris, And now Maroney's first Maroney's out of jail. Now Maroney's dead.
I love how Trevon just said the cop and the mayor should not care, but the vigilante should. Interesting. All right. All right. Okay. I can't argue that.
Care his movie.
I mean, the mayor and the cop also cared in that Batman movie. I'm just saying. Just putting that out there. Okay. All right. All right. What did it say? They're about to use this as their policing words. Just let them kill each other. That's the best policing you can do, I guess.
Bosses on the street.
I guess that's the best work you can give. Oh, wait. I'm putting it up as newsreel, but I do want to talk Superman and Lois. I don't want to forget about that. Superman and Lois has been fantastic.
Go ahead.
It has been very, very, very good. I still do not like this Lex Luthor. I'm sorry. I've given him time after. I just don't like it. And then the flashback with the hair. I'm like, all right. I don't like this. I don't like it. All right.
Like his wig.
Fuck no, I didn't like that wig. I don't like him bald. So I said, okay, maybe with hair might be better. I said, oh, it got worse. Oh my god. I think it's just he seems. You know what's weird? I can't even say he seems too big because in the animated show, he's kind of big, right? He's meant to be kind of big. It's just this kind of big, I guess. Just is not working for me. But his acting has been great. His acting has been great as Lex Luthor. I think the cast has done an amazing job. And this last episode, that red light fight, that red light special, man, was that a thing of beauty. Man, oh man, was that a thing of beauty. I'm still trying to figure out. Clark was taking a lot of punches to the face, and them shits looked like they was hurting. I'm like, all right, now hold on, this motherfucker's still Superman. Hold on now. Yeah. I'm just saying.
He was on the red light and weak already. He was weak already, and then on the red light on top of that.
Lex was punching the fuck out of that guy. I was like, God damn, all right.
He different from me. I would snap his neck.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, all right, Superman got a lot of restraint here. I gave you chances, dog. I brought your daughter back. Fingers, at least, so you can't make a fist. Break your fingers. That's within Superman's purview.
Cracked his leg a little bit.
Cracked his leg a little bit. I think I saw a clip of the current episode, and I was getting mad because Clark can't fight for shit. Come on, man. Well, first of all, let's not do that.
Now.
Hold on. Time out. Let's not act like Superman was ever the greatest fighter. Motherfucker just punches. So it's like Superman is the purest form of I got hands. That's it. I got hands. However you translate that in the world of fighting, I got hands.
You gotta see the whole clip. He was fighting now. We're not gonna see it like they brawl on that street.
Doing this thing, even though he never has to. That's why it's got to be kind of awkward. But
yeah, he did a good job though. He put his ass on the ground a few times.
People though, he gets it.
Yeah, and let's also think about this. You ain't never once seen Superman fight somebody that he would need to know how to fight. He fight other motherfuckers that just got hands. I ain't seen Darkseid do no fucking karate kicks. That motherfucker just hands. That's it. Hands and eyes. That's it. So I don't even remember Brainiac using hands. That motherfucker just used other instruments.
Pentacles.
Right. So I'm like, you Superman, you ain't never fought somebody that you like, oh, this bitch can fight. Like, nah. Bitch, hands. What's up? Squabble. What up? You know what I'm saying? So, nah, Superman don't need to fight. Come on now. Shout out to Didge. In his defense, if you got super strength, would you care about fighting for him? Bro, do you know how terrified Superman's villains would be if this motherfucker actually knew how to fight on top of being strong as fuck? It's like, all right, you can't have that.
It's always funny watching him on like the Battle World thing, the planet. Because they're all a whole bunch of gladiators that are just as strong.
see, this is why y'all keep saying I can't have powers. Because when after the thing with Lana or whatever, and he went to his house and called Lex outside, I wouldn't have did that. I would have used my super speed, ran inside that bitch, killed him in there, and left.
He was never going to kill anybody, though.
I know.
But Trevon structured it by saying if he had power. And it's like, oh, well.
I would have absolutely ran up in that bitch and not said a word and just snapped his neck and left. Well, all right. I'm tired of this shit now. I done gave you enough talking to. tired.
You would definitely have that entire world scared of you, Trevon. That's for sure.
And that's fine.
I don't know if you could be a hero anymore.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that time. I'm like, look, he killed me, y'all. Okay, he killed me. I'm back. I got family. Y'all understand? I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Okay, so leave me alone.
I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you.
Just don't do what this fucker did. Don't kill him. Don't take my heart out. You'll be all right.
Well, that's fair. It. Okay. I mean, if that's where you're drawing the line, that's fair. Just don't kill me. I won't kill you. I think that's fair. Nah, it's been like this in Superman 2. This dude can't fight, especially since all the type his enemies got all his weaknesses and can be as strong as him and stand toe to toe. Again, he does not need to know how to fight DJV. He's not Batman. First of all, Batman doesn't even need to know how to fight for most of his goddamn villains. Yeah. I ain't never seen Joker even square up with Batman. Joker's just like, bitch, bomb. Go stop it.
That's
right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what gave him the advantage in Man of Steel is that he knew how to use his powers, but they didn't. So
right.
They knew how to fight. They were fucking him up.
Right. I mean, even think about this. Even Wonder Woman to a degree. Wonder Woman, most of her villains just got hands. She don't even need to know how to fight like that. It's just,
but Wonder Woman,
it's just icing.
That's what I'm talking about.
100%. Because most of her villains are like gods and shit. You don't just let that motherfucker live. He can come back stronger. Fuck that. Die now.
He's a trained warrior.
Right, but to be fair, Trevon, her more human villains don't die. She definitely puts them in prison.
All I'm saying is, as soon as the person you put in jail move right across the street from where I work, you are my husband. You are Superman. Go kill that fucker right now.
I get Trevon's stance. More heroes should make an example to help stop crime. I don't know if that's the right move, but no, I don't get it.
You can't keep putting them in jail. You can't keep putting them in jail. Then they get out. Here the shit go again. Fuck that. No.
I mean, yeah, you can't just kill people.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
You're doing too much. You're doing
Trevon,
too much.
As Batman says, if you start killing like the killers, then where does it end?
Okay, and they get in
what
there.
What makes you any different than the bad guy?
Okay, you put them in there. Somehow they break out that bitch. Somehow. And then they're doing this shit again. How you gonna?
So let me ask you this: how is that any different than you arresting a murderer and then maybe they weren't Mirandized properly and they're let loose and then they go kill again, or they have a good lawyer and they're let out and they go kill again? You can't tell the cop, all right, next time you come to the house and you find him, light him up. No, man, that's not. No, you can't do that. That's crazy.
I just said, look,
Judge
if you definitely know,
look, he's literally judge, jury, and execution.
If you saw now if it's somebody that just got arrested and we're not sure he murdered somebody, I need to be sure. As long as I'm sure you did it. If I'm sure you did it, you dying. I don't know.
I mean, that's penalty normally.
I think that is a horrific way to police crime. You know what? I will tell you this, Trevon. Yes, could you get some villains to say, I'll never do crime again? Because they see you kill people? For sure. But what happens to the villains that are like, fuck that bitch, all right, square up then. And then you die.
Wait, what you mean squaring up? I ain't squaring up. I'm going to kill you, so you say square.
You say that, but I watched Superman's heart get taken out.
I mean, you're squaring up with someone that also has power. It's different.
That's what I'm saying. Be fair about it. All right? Don't be squaring up with somebody that can't take that shit. Square up with the dudes that can. Police them better. How about that? We still don't know what the fuck what that fucking thing is. What's that creature? Doomsday. We still don't know where the fuck he went. Go police that motherfucker. How about that?
He killed himself.
Wait, he killed himself?
Yeah.
I missed that?
Yes, you did.
Last thing I saw was Lois saying, hey, leave us alone. And then he just flew away.
He killed himself.
I did not even see that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Superman don't even have to police. They police themselves.
He did already.
There you go.
He's first.
Just use your words. They'll kill themselves. There you go.
I think I did see that. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't remember that at all.
In the subway dead.
Don't remember that at all.
The last episode, I fell asleep. So
yeah, he definitely killed himself.
But I do love.
I was in and out, but
I do love what this team has been doing with this show. It has been so fun, so much fun. Visually, it's been great. Story's been great, and it's not been a huge sappy mess, which sometimes these CW shows become.
And I enjoy the whole super twins, more dynamic now that they both have powers.
Yes, Even though every week, these last 3 weeks, I've been saying I'm cool with just one of them having powers.
We already cool. Did that. I'm cool with that.
Regress the little whiny ass one. Regress him. He don't want him no way. Regress. Shit, regress his ass. I don't give a fuck. But no, I think it's great, and I can't wait to see these last couple episodes how they end it. Hopefully, they end it strong, very strong.
Please do.
Very strong. All right. So yeah, I have it up as newsreel. What was I gonna say? We got some rumor stuff, Joel, right? Oh wait, we just got today the even though it got buried and everything, Stranger Things. They gave us some episodes.
What do you mean they gave us
names of episodes? Yeah, titles.
You care?
Do I care about the title? One of them, yeah, they redacted. It's supposed to be the resurrection of someone, but they like redacted the name. So I'm very curious. Who's dead? Is it Barb? They bring Barb back. Is Barb coming back? So I was very curious about that. I would have liked the date. I thought that would have been awesome at the end of the fucking video.
I could have told you it was coming out in 2025.
Yeah, I'm like, you're filming it now. You should be done soon. So yeah, it should come out next year. But a date would have been awesome.
A more solidified date would have been nice, yes.
Yeah, because I'm like, Joel, technically they're saying we got from now to December 31st of next year to release this. And it's like, well, yeah, duh. Next year. We could have assumed that, buddy.
Like, they're going to split it in half, so I imagine it'll be somewhere early in 2025 and then the second half and the end of 2025. Or maybe there's 3 parts, and they do beginning, middle, and end.
I will say, DJV, apparently they some time will have passed.
Well, they're not in middle school. They're in
high school.
Yeah.
But some time will have passed between the end of last season and the start of this new one. I think I'm absolutely right. That's why Lex out here still playing with Lois and Lana. Savior Whoops. I love how you put this up like it was someone else's statement. Like you couldn't have just verbally said that.
I think it was funny if he was actually agreeing with himself and not admitting it was himself.
Like, this man brought this up like he could not have verbally just told us what he was feeling. Yeah, so no, we didn't have to get into it. I just thought that, something to throw out there. But all right, Joel, with some of the okay. The microphone wanted to drop. Okay, sorry. What's some of the stuff we're hearing out here in the old speculation realm?
Who flying?
News realm.
Come
on. You said who?
Tell me who flying.
There's a lot of little things.
That's all news I want to know.
I mean, as you know, what was it called? In terms of rumors, we just saw one recently about apparently that Sony wants to do an Agent Venom movie. That was a new rumor I saw floating around. Interesting, considering as I watched the movie, without spoilers, there was definitely some hints of that might be a thing, even though I kind of thought maybe that was just wishful thinking on my part watching the movie that this is the end.
You manifested it.
Sony movies coming out. But as it happened, I was like, man, they definitely set up Agent Venom. And without being super obvious, because I didn't really see a lot of people talking about it. So for me, it was very cool. If that happens, that's cool because they didn't show a face, so they can cast whoever. Right. And if you paid attention, that was a nice little Easter egg. But I also thought maybe this is the end. No more Venom, blah, blah, blah. That's obviously not the case. So
no.
If there is a plan, I see how they're going into it, and it looks like it will be not just Venom. It'll probably be a version of Flash Thompson. So that's pretty cool.
Right.
That is one way to continue the Venom movies is with the other popular version of Venom, which was Flash. So that's interesting. I thought that was interesting. What do you guys think?
I'm curious. Does it take place on Earth?
Why would what?
I feel like a lot of Agent Venom stuff was in space and shit.
No, I mean that's because I think it was part of the
Guardians.
Yeah, but no.
That's the Agent Venom I know. Is when he was with Guardians.
No.
So I'm like, I only know him of being in space. So I'm like,
what?
Where is I've seen him was in animated shows on Earth.
Oh yeah, like the
I forgot what that was though.
Yeah, that was the Drake Bell Spider-Man.
Yes. Yeah. I only remember him. I only read him I do remember that
Oh,
as
okay.
Spider-Man. But I remember reading. The only Agent Venom I ever read was when he was part of Thunderbolts for that little small part. Full time.
Interesting.
I mean, based off an internet movie, I mean, there are ways they can do it.
Yeah,
we saw the powers of a certain character in there, which is interesting.
There was one of the symbiotes. Yeah, I had one,
So,
and then you had
you
I
show
could
it
see
wherever
this
you want.
happening.
Just
I
say
could
that.
definitely see it happening.
So,
Faux show. But
yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I want to say I'm excited for it, but it's just build a universe is what I'd be more interested in.
Whenever we talk about Venom or anything adjacent, I just think of the post-credit scenes of Eternals. I don't know. I just think about that.
Well, I think of Eternal. I'm talking about Sony movies.
I know, but I mean, bring them into MCU now. Come on, come on.
But what about Eternals makes you think
the sword? The sword.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to be specific because I swear to God, I was thinking about the other one, and I'm like,
no.
What does that have to do? like Pip the Troll? What is
hairstyles is pretty, but no.
Got you. Look, to me, if you want to continue this universe, then actually build a fucking universe. That's my only issue. I have no problem with you wanting to do 1 million more Venom movies, 80 Morbius, whatever you want to do. Just actually build a fucking universe so that like these things can connect, and then I'll be very much engaged.
I'm excited at seeing a live action Agent Venom, but at the same time, I've already lived through 3 Venom movies that were fine.
So mild spoilers.
At this point, how long has it been now? 2 weeks.
Mild spoilers.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So
2 weeks.
The very opening of the movie. I'm not going deep, but like the way they made it, so it's a different universe, the same bar. So the bar that's in the MCU still has the symbiote.
Right.
So technically, that one could make it.
Yeah.
Be Spider-Man.
Yes.
So,
yeah, but that's why I'm saying we've seen an inaccurate Venom for forever. So instead of you continuing an inaccurate Venom, I'd much rather you just do Venom in the MCU accurately and then let that be it. Let that be it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Because to me, you know my biggest issue about Agent Venom, Joel? No. I remember what he looks like. Motherfucker has a big old black spider on his chest. Mm-hmm. How do you do that in Sony with no spider on that? I'm not interested in more inaccurate looking Venom. Yeah, I'm not interested in that.
With no spider on his chest.
I'm not interested in that.
White veins. That's all you get.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. So I think that's my biggest issue is you've been so inaccurate. Why would I want you to continue upon that?
White veins.
Feel like I'm rewarding you at this point. No, thank you. No, thank you. Earn it.
I don't know. These movies somehow make money, so what are you gonna do?
They do. Yeah, they do. Crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
I don't really know. Again, I'm more excited about the symbiote that got left over in the MCU.
Yes.
So
yes. When will we see that payoff?
Yeah, that's all. I'm looking forward to that way more than. Unbelievable. So there's that. What else we got out there? Oh no. Okay, I thought my mouse has a tendency to freeze for some reason. So give me a minute.
Your mouse be tired.
It's very frustrating because I'm like, I have to do this whole thing. I'm like, give me a second. I gotta touch the screen. It's very annoying. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic at hand. It's been quiet for the most part. I'm not gonna lie. It's not been heavy. We've gotten some castings. Like I won't disagree with that. I mean, we got some more Green Lantern castings. We got Supergirl casting, but they're not characters that people know. So if you guys want, if we can talk a little bit about that, but they're not like the 2 Green Lantern ones. They're not. I think they're made up characters for the show. They're not actual comic book characters. People are not gonna really know or care. Right. And then you have the Supergirl one is someone from the comic book, but you have to know that Supergirl comic to know who that character is. You know what I mean? Right. She's very important. She's very important to the story. Don't get me wrong. But she's, you have to know the story to know who that character is.
Right. Yeah.
Just like the bad guy for that movie. Like you don't know that character unless you read the story.
Right.
Is what it is. But I mean, we can go over it. That's fine. But those were castings that we did have this week, or the last the last week or so, because we're probably going over all of it.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened? Looks like what was it? Genevieve finished shooting, right?
Yes.
Because I know they added more actors. I just don't. Again, because we don't know who they're playing, it's not really a big deal yet.
There's nothing to talk about till we
really
know
won't
who.
be a big deal, right?
So we get the trailer.
Exactly. So I really don't know who's what, but I'm excited and happy that they did finish. So we can get to that at some point.
Oh, Joel, this is for you specifically.
What's that?
DJV.
No, they did not cast. I don't know. Maybe you know what? Depending on how they do it, I have no idea if they would even do it.
They were talking about last time the horse.
Yeah, Comet the Super Horse isn't. There's a big, not big, but he has a big scene at least in the movie. If they do it like the comic books, there's a big scene in one of the books. So, will we see Comet? I have no idea. I don't know if it'll be 1-for-1. It is an interesting scene, and they can do it based on the way they did it in the comic. That would be interesting. But I have no idea. I will have to wait and see. That'll probably be a surprise, honestly. Right. Interesting, but more of a surprise than anything. Actually, what we can really talk about?
What?
We didn't get to talk about it all.
What?
We can talk about the preview, the MCU preview for 2025.
Oh yeah, we didn't get a chance to. That's right. I completely forgot.
Yeah, there was like a little teaser trailer that went over everything, and they gave us dates. It was beautiful. They gave us they let us know that Deadpool Wolverine will be out. I think November something 14th. I think some shit.
Real quick, Joel, before you go forward, DJV, me and Joel has talked about that ad nauseum. James Gunn will give us Batmite at some point. He doesn't just say things just to say it. Batmite will be there at some point.
Secret? Look, shh. This is insider information. Juwaan has already auditioned for the role.
Yeah, Joel will no longer be part of this show going forward. So, yeah. Enjoy him while you got it.
Batmite is.
Look it up.
Trevon, just assume it's offensive. Assume it's offensive.
No.
It's very offensive. Very offensive.
I think Juwaan can pull it. If anyone can pull it off, it's Juwaan. But
the motherfucker won't even let me be the dog. He wants me to be that.
You want to be a dog, Juwaan?
Over that fucking thing? Yes, Joel. Very much so.
Mention Imp, who is all powerful? Come on.
Yeah, no, thank you. No.
That's crazy.
Anyway, enjoy Joel while he's here. Next week he won't be on the show. But anyway, yeah, so we got dates. They gave us a highlight reel. Look, Marvel likes to say and show everything about Daredevil except for the fucking trailer. So the best we're going to get is people that didn't attend any of these fucking events is that sizzle reel that we got to glue together to get one full trailer. That's the best we're going to do. That's the best we're going to get. That's it. So it looked great. Everything that we saw looked great. We got our first look at Wonder Man. That was awesome. Even though really, unless you know of what he looks like, tells you nothing. The biggest thing that they told you from that teaser was that he's going to look like his comic accurate self. With the shades, with the turtleneck, with the red jacket. That's
one of his looks.
I think that's the one that even people that don't read comics know of. Yeah. That's the most common look.
That'll I don't know. Again, it looks like he's dressed to go to a premiere. So that might be just his look for the premiere.
I don't think he fights crime in that. No. Right. I'm just saying it's a look we know.
In the comics, he fucking did. That's what he did.
I think we'll see him fight someone in that, but that's not his suit going forward.
Again, that is at least it was a very quick shot. It's my favorite shot because that means at least they're trying. At least I'm like, okay, I actually I don't love that. I don't like that character at all. Again, the only I'm even intrigued is that they actually got an actor I really like. So it's like, all right, I'm intrigued. Now sell me on why the fuck I care about Wonder Man when I never give a fuck in 616 comics. So like
Digin and DJV are fucking hilarious.
It's ridiculous, but I do look forward to more because we didn't get very much. in that little teaser. We know it's coming in December, which is nice. We know it's coming at the end of the year. So a year from now, we should have the show and hopefully a trailer.
Well, we should have a trailer within like the next handful of
at
months.
The very least by fucking Comic-Con, right?
I mean, you say that, but Daredevil comes out in March, and we still don't know what the fuck that show really looks like.
Well, we do
in full.
We still have not seen it.
No. As far as Kevin goes, we've not seen anything Daredevil, but this is real. So we have no idea. Okay, Kevin, we have no idea. We don't even know if they put
that, Kevin. We have not seen shit.
We've not seen shit, bro. We're loyal to the soil, dog.
3 months and we still haven't seen it. Why?
It's torture, bro. It's torture.
Why?
I hate it here.
I don't get it.
Wait, DJV said, what did he say? I only really care about one thing, and that's Dig's favorite character, Daredevil. Yeah, that's true. Dig loves him some Daredevil.
Callback.
Right? What a callback. What a callback. What a callback. Digits hate to the blind people.
Just working on that, apparently. It's the thing he's been working on for years now.
I don't believe him. But, whatever he says.
He has sympathy for the blind.
I've not seen it, but, whatever Joel says. We know that What If comes out next month.
What If is coming out next month? The 22nd, I believe?
Yep, and I think it's going to be the end of it.
I think so too. I'm sad because I'm really starting to dig these What If shows.
I was gonna be sad, but the first thing I thought to myself was, I'm really excited about what else we can get animated wise, because that was something I always hated Marvel for. Was DC will give you animation out the fucking wazoo. Marvel has always been a little here, a little there, then nothing, then nothing. Then a little here, then a little there. I want animation to come back in full with Marvel. We heard rumors about maybe Spider-Man coming back. Spider-Man from the 90s.
We're getting a new Spider-Man in January.
Right.
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man comes out the 29th of January.
You know what's funny, Joel?
What?
I think only me and like 20 people, when they said, hey, maybe, they might bring back the 90s Spider-Man, I was just like, oh, you misunderstood us. No. We meant the Spectacular Spider-Man. We want that one. 90s one, we're good with. We're good. We got closure. We're good. We're good. We need the Spectacular one back. We need that one back.
We didn't really get closure, but
we did.
It was more than any of the other 90s cartoons. Let
me ask you this. If someone had to ask you, what did you feel you didn't get closure on? Would you have ever said Spider-Man?
No.
Yeah, because it didn't feel like you didn't get closure. It felt like closure.
No, it didn't, because it ended with like Secret Wars. That's how it ended. That's kind of that's how they knotted it up all over.
Here's Ditch. No, the hell we didn't get closure. We got closure. We don't need that shit back.
No,
we need Spectacular
That
Spider-Man
was a great
back.
fucking show. I love the 90s Spider-Man. So yeah, that would be like a work of art. If they can get that to work, I would love that for sure. Because obviously, 90s X-Men was masterclass.
Bro, we do not need to know what happened to Mary Jane. We know what happened to Mary Jane. She always finding a way to die.
They don't explain it. It just disappears. There's like a Hydro Man episode.
DJV, you know what happened to Mary Jane. X-Men 90, what was it, 97? She was back. There you go. Mary Jane, she's back.
Again, not explained.
You don't need to know how she got back. She back. Resolution. Resolved. You're good.
Damn, I have so many good memories.
I just really love Spectacular Spider-Man. I didn't think I was going to love a Spider-Man as much as I did the 90s one. I thought the Neil Patrick Harris one was okay. I didn't hate it as much as a lot of people hated that fucking show.
Definitely. It's pretty good, actually.
Spectacular Spider-Man was just such a feel, bro. And then they were just like, no, we're good. We're done. It's just like, why? Like, why? But anyway, so we got Spider-Man coming back in January. And Norman is black with waves, so I'll be front and center for that. Front and center. Don't even care about anything else. Norman is black with waves. So all you need to tell me. That's it. Do-rag Norman is coming. We've been praying for times like this, and we're getting them. We're getting them. So we got Spider-Man in January. What If in December. Daredevil in March. Yep. So apparently everyone said between movies and TV shows, there will only be 2 months next year. We have nothing Marvel.
Yeah, 3 technically. You got nothing in April, nothing in September, got nothing in November next year.
Wait, why'd you say technically then? What do you mean by technically?
I didn't mean technically. I meant no.
Okay.
I meant 3, not 2.
I thought maybe you meant like something starts at the end of November, but like maybe not in November.
No. You said 2. I guess I was just trying to be nice.
Well, no, don't be nice. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Green Goblin gonna have a purple do-rag. Yeah, man, gotta keep them waves coming in, dog. Gotta keep them waves coming in. Can't wait. Cannot wait. What else did we get in the sizzle reel? That was it, right?
Oh, we got Thunderbolts, Ironheart.
Oh shit, Ironheart. I'm sorry, Ironheart. Yes, Ironheart. No, we didn't get Thunderbolts in that. We got movie stuff in that.
No, we didn't. None of the movie stuff. It was just Ironheart. Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda. Yes,
that's in August.
I can't wait for that. I heard the
me too.
Not backstory, but the synopsis. Sounds dope as fuck.
It does sound dope.
Yeah, I like what I'm hearing.
The 5-second clip we got was cool.
Yeah.
Marvel Zombies.
Marvel Zombies, I can't wait for, man. I cannot wait for that being rated R, allowing it to be what it needs to be, and apparently it picks up right where it left off in Wakanda.
Yeah. The main character apparently is Kamala. Ms. Marvel's
Interesting.
What else?
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's apparently the lead. A lot of people. I mean, so far from what I gather, I have it here somewhere. Oops, wrong way. My bad. Shang-Chi. We saw in the picture. Shang-Chi's in it. Katie's in it.
Yeah, Shang-Chi
is in it.
Well, no, Trevon. That's for What If. Joel's talking Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, Marvel Zombies. Agent Jimmy Woo is in it.
Jimmy Woo.
Elena, Red Guardian, Kate Bishop.
Yeah, the Red Guardian we actually heard talk.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
Icarus, a version of Icarus. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Probably more. I just don't really know who else.
That's all right. Yeah, the Ironheart one. The suits look amazing. They look great. I just really got to see what the fuck this story is. I just really have to see what's behind the Hood's magic. I just got to see if any of that's true. That's going to be the biggest thing I'm waiting to see when it comes to that show. But the suits look great, and that was definitely something I had a question about. Was rebounding is not something we can do. I see. Okay. That was the biggest thing I was looking for, was to see what was how the suits would look. And we got a glimpse of what I think might be the final look, the final suit.
I hope not, because that's not her suit. So we'll see.
I don't know why none of her designs are slim. Why she's going so big for all of her designs.
They're all very bulky. I wonder if, I don't know if that'll be in her own show that she gets her main suit. And that depends. Like, what will be her main suit? Will it be?
You know what's funny though, Joel?
No, I don't.
Is that in Wakanda Forever, the suit that she ended up with is not a bulky suit at all.
No.
So how she gets back home and has different variations of suits, and they're all bulky. I'm like, why? Why is that a thing? Why? Like,
that's why I wonder. Like at the end of the day, I want her in either her first appearance suit or her current suit, which is fucking fire. So like one of those suits I want, because that's what she looks like. Like, whatever these are, fine for now. Because Tony always had a lot of weird suits too. But come on.
At some point, we need that vintage suit.
Give me the one that looks like the comic, please. At some point. Now again, we've only seen so much, so.
Yeah, we're not judging the show. We're just saying have the suit.
We technically have not seen anything but that little sizzle, right? So
Nothing illegal.
Right.
Daredevil also looked great. That one shot of Punisher on the other side of the wall, waiting. You said what?
I said I cannot wait.
I'm really excited for that show, man. It will continuously break my heart that we will not get double D's on Daredevil, but
if we complain loud enough, I have to imagine it'll come eventually.
I just don't know why that's something that's so bothersome. Like, why is that? Why won't you do it? I
don't know how you upgrade his suit and still miss it, but okay.
Because to me, it's what's the upgrade? It's like we did Batman suit where we upgraded it. Did you put the bat symbol? No. Well, then you didn't do the Batman suit. Like that's part of the suit.
I mean, that's a huge part of the suit. That's why I don't like. Why do they keep fucking with me? Just put them on
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't
even,
get it.
Even Charlie has mentioned it. He's like, one day I'll upgrade to the.
Because it's the simplest of things, Joel. And you know what's funny? Charlie probably thought to himself, "Man, I'm gonna get to work with Kevin Feige in the MCU. Here we come, Double D's." First thing Kevin said is, "So we're not doing that." It's like, what the fuck? Why?
That was my first thought. I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna get Double D's." No.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like,
you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? Kevin's always bothered me a little bit with that. Remember when we first got Tom Holland? The fucking spider symbol was so small. It's like, why is it so small?
It is technically usually
inflated a little bit.
No, it's got the fat spider in the back. Actually, it was more accurate than you think.
The fat spider in the back?
Yeah, the fat
spider in the back didn't bother me as much as the teeny ass logo in the front. Like, it could be a little bigger.
It was small, yes.
A little bit bigger.
A little too small.
Right.
Kevin's
starting to have an issue with accuracy. I'm starting to see.
It's so cute, bro. We get it. Relax.
So that was as far as the sizzle reels. I don't really think outside of multiverses, I don't think there was much else, right?
News wise?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
We love Big Back Spider. And we love Double D's.
I love the what's it called? Amazing Spider-Man, like the long ass fucker. Even the Toby ones, the bit of long spider in the back.
Yeah, I was fine with that on the back.
Cool design. I always liked that design.
Aesthetically, it looked great. That shot of him falling out of the sky.
Yeah,
to start that segment. Yeah, it looked.
I just love the fat spider just for accuracy purposes. Like, oh shit, we never got it, so I was like, that's cool.
Right.
But like, not that now that we're we're in the swing of things, we could upgrade it a little bit.
Right.
Whatever. All right, let's see what else we got. I mean, we have the what's it called? I don't know if you guys cared, but you guys remember the Jack Ryan show, right?
Yeah.
They're making a movie.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
Right, with the same cast.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know where that's going to go, but that sounds exciting. I did like the series. So,
did you get closure in the series?
You didn't watch it?
No, I started it. I didn't finish it.
Yeah, no, again, his story continues for a long time, so you're never really going to get closure.
Well, no, because they were canceling the show. I mean, did it at least wrap itself?
It wrapped.
Where you're like, okay, it was a good ending.
Yeah, but it could. Again, every season kind of wraps its own story for the most part.
Oh,
kinda,
okay, good.
You know what I mean? So like it always continues with a new story, kind of. So that's kind of where it's at. Hopefully, like I like the idea of it. I know that movie with Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I forgot what it's called.
Technically, it's Rainbow Six, I think.
That's the one that was teasing at the end.
Yes. Where they
were
building a universe with it.
Right, which I would have liked that. But again, I think Jack Ryan in the Rainbow Six stories is president. So I'm not sure if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna connect those two or not. But
I don't think so.
I guess we'll see. But that is cool news, in my opinion. As a fan of the show, I was a big fan of it. I wasn't at first. It was kind of slow for me. I was like, I don't know, maybe we'll see. But it grew. I mean, it really did. So like, fine, you win, cool. All right, let's see what else we got here. What was it?
Oh, before we get too close to the end here, Joel, while you're looking up what else you have, talk a little bit about you got a chance to see Smile 2.
I did get to see Smile 2. It was wild too. It was crazy. Yeah, it was. I still think I probably enjoyed the first one a little bit more, but the second was fucking crazy. Not gonna lie. It was. I mean, I didn't. I don't know if the trailers did it justice. I'll say that because I think the movie itself was better than what the trailers showed. But I thought it overall was entertaining. It still did its job. I saw overall. I did really enjoy the movie.
Scared the fuck out of me.
Those Smile movies, that creepy smiles always work. So they're always winning in my
especially opinion. When you put it on kids.
Oh yeah, I mean not anybody, bro. Just that awkward motionless. It's just yikes. It's freaky. What? All right, so let's just talk. Actually, before we talk that, let's talk. Fuck it. No one knows who that is. Who cares?
Sure. Is it something you want to talk about? If it's something you want to talk about it.
Once I get more information, we'll talk more about it. For right now, we can skip it. Yeah, it's no big. Okay. Let's talk some multiverses for fans of the multiverses game. So big news for today. They announced season 4, which is really cool for me as a fan. I've been playing since the beta.
As I say, the beta, yeah.
So they announced today that this season pass is going to be, this season is going to be 10 weeks, so it's going to be a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. It's going to have 2 battle passes in it, so it's going to expand. I don't know how that's going to work exactly. Are they going to separate the characters by battle pass? We'll see, because usually they give you 1 battle pass, and then they give you another character in the middle, and then you play that out for like 2 weeks, and then new season. Something like that. It's usually how it works. So now you get basically 2 months or 2 months and a half of this season. And they were revealed that the first 2 characters will be Raven from the Teen Titans and Marceline from Adventure Time. Whoever watches Adventure Time, the vampire.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Gotcha. Marceline, if you don't watch Adventure Time, then you don't know. Yeah. But if you do watch Adventure Time, yeah, she's the vampire girl who sucks red. Not blood. She's the color red. That show was fucking weird. But she's actually pretty cool. So I do wonder what her she's a very wanted character. Like the people that are in the like fans of the game do want her in the game. So it seems for like a long time that she was a fan demand character. So it looks like they're getting their wish. I think she'll probably be in the second battle pass. And I think Raven will because Raven's gonna get a trailer tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So looks like she'll be probably the first battle pass, which will probably
is Tara voicing her?
I want to say possibly. I don't know. Well, but I wouldn't be surprised if she was. We'll find out tomorrow because tomorrow they do a trailer. So
gotcha.
We'll probably find out for sure who's doing the voice of Raven tomorrow. But I look forward.
Oh wait, hold on. No, because Tara doesn't voice Harley, right?
Someone does.
Yeah, it's not Tara, so maybe not. Maybe not.
It is one of her voice actors for Harley.
Because I'm like, now that she's missed minutes, maybe she's too expensive. They're like, fuck all that. Get Susie back there to do Raven. We're good.
You'd be surprised some of that voice actors they have.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That bill gets high. Like you got Mark Hamill to do it. That bill gets high. Mark
Hamill to do it. If you get Mark Hamill, you're good. You know, like
that bill gets high, especially for a game you don't have to pay for to play. That bill gets high.
They didn't get fucking Vin Diesel. That's the one that hurts. I was like, come on, do the Iron Giant. Must say here.
That's too funny.
But that is a little disappointing. But it is what it. We'll find out tomorrow who the voice actor is. They usually do reveal it. I think it is her though. I could be wrong. I don't remember. But we'll find out. I look forward to it. I do really enjoy this game. That's why I bring it up. I'm probably the one that brings it up. I feel like, but it is what it is. I really do like it. That's it. There's not much else, bro. We did. I mean, you know what? We didn't talk anything about Spider-Man Noir, and there were some pictures that dropped for that.
There were pictures that dropped to that, and they answered our question. We had been saying, "Are you gonna put the mask on?" Because it was just Nicolas Cage.
What?
Nicolas Cage. What? So it's like, can we please have the mask, please? Because it's Spider Noir, not Nicolas Cage. So. I was very happy that we finally got it. And he looks great. Looks very accurate.
Full costume. It was very exciting.
Are you someone who was on top of the car?
Yeah.
I look, man, I've been saying this forever, but if Sony really wants to do this shit right, just do Spider-Verse movies and shows.
Yeah. That culminates into an end-game like event that brings the Venom and all that together.
Reason to bring Tom Holland, Spider-Man into to meet them, because Spider-Man Noir is gonna. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I do look forward to it. It looks like he's gonna web swing because it shows him doing the stuff. So I'm like, okay,
right.
I'm kind of curious. So like, this is very interesting. It is Prime, so you trust them, you know.
I'm with you. The only thing that's interesting about what you're saying is we had always said instead of just not having a Spider-Man, just do Miles. But now we're hearing Tom Holland speak as if Miles will be in the MCU.
Right.
So it's like, okay, well then, since you're not going to have to do Peter or Miles solely for your Sony universe, figure something out. Because this shit not connecting it's not flying for me no more.
We've heard some other crazy rumors of them wanting to do the Sinister Six and have them fucking fight Null. Like, what are you talking about?
I remember when I heard that, I'm just like, it's so on brand. It's so on brand, bro. It's so on brand. It's crazy.
It sounds like a mess when you say stuff like that. Why? Actually, you know what? Said Vulture back. Stop being assholes. What was that bullshit? What was that? That was
let's tell it that never existed.
I'm fine doing that.
Look, if he shows up in another movie, they never explain it. I'll forgive him. I don't care.
That'll be the one time Joel's just like, I didn't say anything.
I don't give a fuck. I don't even talk about it.
Yeah,
that never happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend.
No longer needs to be a conversation, guys. Let's move on.
Exactly. Fuck that. Enjoy it.
It's like you don't want to talk about. Let's move on. I said.
I never saw it. You're absolutely right. What are you talking
about? No, outside of that, that's pretty much it. It's gonna be slow for a little while, guys. But as far as us reviewing movies, that'll be kicking up for this month. We'll all have seen a variation of the 4 or 5 movies that come out this month. So I feel like whatever one doesn't see, the other 2 will. Whatever the other 2 don't, one will. So we'll definitely be talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
But the next big geek thing isn't until December.
What's that?
What If? And Craven. And What If.
Oh, yeah. You mean in terms of
Yeah.
No, we got the finale for Penguin, and then Creature Commandos, then Craven. What If? December's packed. At least we're gonna have stuff to talk about almost every week.
And luckily, we go right into something in January, right into something in February, right into something in March. So that ball will be rolling.
The best thing about having that, remember we were talking about you have gaps like in April, September, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's series, so like Daredevil will take us into May. You know what I mean? And Eyes of Wakanda, there's only 4 episodes of credits. That might just be for the month, so it might not take us into September.
Which is okay because look, here's why it's not a big deal. We are all fans of so much different shit. Other things will be in those months that will keep us occupied until we get right back into the swing of the geek shit. So.
Superman and Fantastic Four in August. Let me tell you.
It'll be a great feeling, man. It'll be such a great feeling. So, but that's pretty much all we got, guys. We appreciate you guys' patience with us taking a week or 2 off.
It was Halloween. I'm sorry. I forgot about it.
Yeah, but we came back strong. Had a nice episode. I think that's pretty much it. I'll give a shout out to Didge. Shout out to DJV.
Thanks for coming.
Absolutely, as always. You said who?
So thanks everybody that's watching.
Oh, I thought you said someone was watching. I'm like, who? I'm like, how do you know that?
Yes, I am.
Get ready for Craven. I'm not saying it.
That trailer looks fun. Every time I see the trailer, I get excited.
No, I'm not ready for it, but I will be seeing it.
Yeah, I'll be there.
There's no excitement for that movie whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much, so I guess don't do anything stupid like the ending of Morbius with the post-credit scenes, and I'll be fine.
Yeah, because that's crazy. That's where they lost us, right? The movie was not horrible.
I liked it. Then
you get to it and you're just like, see, this is why.
Fine. It's just the post-credit scenes almost ruined the movie. It's how bad that post-credit scenes were. Like, what are you doing?
And here's the crazy thing. It wasn't just, Sonny, so you can understand. It wasn't that the post-credit scene was bad. It was just confusing. What were you
bad.
trying to tell us?
That's why they were bad, because they would make no sense.
But I'm saying Sony still to this day has not explained that shit.
No.
So like, if they explained it, it would have been like, oh, okay, that's what you were trying to do. Okay, cool.
Don't care anymore. I'm like, just.
Oh no! At this point, no, we shouldn't care. Yeah, just don't use them again.
Yes.
But I'm like, they had a chance to rectify.
I would love to see the Vulture back. Don't you fucking.
Here's the problem, Joel. You had the director come out and go, "I didn't even film that."
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's not the director's fault.
Yeah, the director's like, I didn't even film it. I didn't know what that was. I can't even help y'all out. I don't know. Yeah, ridiculous. But anyway, we appreciate you guys. Trevon, let them know when your next stream is for Dragon Age. And then I'll go back to you, Joel, before we close out. Just remember it.
I did say it.
You don't have to. Yeah, there you go. Weekend. There you go. You don't have to stick to a day.
This weekend.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna try to stream for you guys some of this OG Fortnite. I'm not going to. I'll just wait till the new season, or the new chapter of Fortnite. Yeah, I hate this shit so fucking much, bro. So I'll just wait till the next chapter and then I'll stream that. I promise I'll stream Fortnite at least twice a week once the new chapter starts. Twice a week for you guys. No, it's not a lot. Joel, we literally, without actually being together, we literally play video games almost every day.
But streaming, it takes commitment. I can play for fun.
Yeah, we're still playing it for fun.
Trevon plays for fun. That's why they have to schedule the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels different.
It's not. We've done it before. It's not.
I'm not saying we haven't. I'm just saying scheduling too. Because then you're committed to that time, but you don't want to tell them you're going to do it and not do it. Whereas we play whenever. Oh, man. All right, come on.
Yeah. Well, then then let's commit to that then. Then when we're on, we stream it.
That's different.
Then that's fine. There you go. And I don't know where you come from. I will definitely tell them one thing and then retract that shit. So, yeah, twice a week. But I'm very likely to lie to you guys. It will not be twice a week. So, I'm human. I don't know what to tell y'all. All right, Joel, what do you want to close this out with?
I wanted to say I finally got to the last season. Well, not last. I take that back. I apologize. The current season of Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the first episode.
Where he black now.
Black Doctor Who. I haven't started it yet, so I just finished the special. So now I'm starting. I will the next time I watch it. It will be that episode. So I'm finally there. I'm like, holy shit! I just felt like that was like a milestone. So.
And what would you say to people that maybe wanted to get into Doctor Who but thought it was too much?
I say go in understanding that it's not for everybody. It really isn't. I mean, it's an acquired taste.
Oh, here you go, Joel.
How long did this to do what? The Doctor Who thing?
Doctor Who, yeah.
God, it's been a minute.
It's a lot of seasons.
It is, but I think it's the 14th season, and I watched every special after. So, well, what's funny about when you watch it on Max, they just add them as episodes. They don't even tell you like it's special.
You're like, is this special? They're like, no, it's part of.
There's everything. 1 year where there's no season. It's just specials. Like 3 specials and no season. Like, what happened to that episode? No, we're just gonna skip a season and go to the special and then do another season. 2 years. Took a break. That's what happened. So yeah, it's been a little bit. It's been a couple months. I think I started it earlier this year. So it was like it just
sounds about right.
Yeah, right. I think so. Yeah. I think it was this year I started. So I finished. I'm not finished yet, but I'll probably finish it before the end of the year. That's all right. No one can. But I'm excited that I did. I'm very excited that there's so much TV to watch. Like, hey man, I was telling Juwaan the other day, Friday Night Lights. I'm so late to the party, but it's such a good show. Such a good show. I did not know it was that.
Joel hopped in his DeLorean.
Well, what
He's
happened
been
was,
enjoying Friday Night
when
Lights.
Kyle Chandler got casted as Hal Jordan, I'm like, I gotta see more because I already knew he was, but I feel like I always forget this man when he does something because I know he's been here. I've seen him in almost everything he's done.
He has a whole series on Netflix.
That's what I mean. Like I've never seen that. I've never seen that though.
I saw the first season and then I fell off.
Yeah, I've never seen it, so I don't know. And then, yeah, I'm in whatever it's called, Friday Night Lights, really good. I might watch the movie after the series is done just to compare, but series is really good. So I'm very excited.
I will say, you know, when people always say like all white people look the same, I never believed that till Kyle Chandler because he definitely has that face that you say to yourself, "I've seen you." And
maybe that's what it is. Kyle Chandler just I'm not the most memorable face, I guess.
No, not at all.
But
not the most memorable face, but a face that if someone told you he was in something, you would go, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
I've definitely seen him in something before.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. Yeah.
That's how every time he's up for something, I'm like, I've seen him before. Where have I seen him before?
That's how I felt about Carl Urban. One of my all-time favorite movies is Reddick. And
that's because
it took an hour for my dad to convince me Carl Urban was the bad guy in Reddick. I'm like, no, he wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Like, oh shit, he was, but I forgot.
That's because he literally is in everything. I feel like
that is true. He is. Yeah,
everything. I'm like, that man works. It's like
whoever his agent is.
He's not always the star, but he's working.
He's usually never the star. Recently, he's been having star power, but through his career, no.
It's so funny how usually it takes forever to get there, but yeah.
I mean, just like wait, have you guys seen All About the Benjamins with Ice Cube and Mike Epps?
Yeah,
you have, right? Do you know the Marvel hero that's in that movie that everyone forgets is in that movie? Oscar Isaac is in that movie. He's the guy that remember it's brother and sister? Remember when they were doing the photo shoot with the diamonds?
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac was the photographer that he shoots and kills at the beginning of the movie. Yeah. Wow. Oscar Isaac was in that. Every time I watch that movie, I'm just like, that is Oscar Isaac. Wow.
That happened. That happened to Pedro Pascal like that.
That is true. That is true.
He was. You just don't remember because he wasn't important then.
Yep. I will say, people like Pedro Pascal and Viola Davis give you hope of age doesn't matter. Just keep going after your dream.
Sometimes the older, the better. Because it's like a Samuel Jackson. Now, he wasn't an ongoing actor, but he was old when he got popular.
Yeah. And look, why do you think they've tried to make Morgan Freeman stay 90 for 50 years? Right?
The only reason you could tell that Morgan Freeman is older is because he lost his hair. Or else we wouldn't know.
Now I gotta watch that movie. Yeah, when you watch the movie again, DJV, make sure you remember and let us know next week and be like, yeah, that was Oscar Isaac. It's just such a weird thing to realize when you're watching. Like, Oscar Isaac of all people. But all right, guys. We appreciate you guys so much. I want to give a huge shout out to Trevon and Joel, as always, for helping keep this thing go. Make sure you guys Nerd with the Tech, right, Trevon, over on YouTube. But you also do it through us too, right?
It will be on everything. It should be.
Okay. Even if it is, guys, still follow Nerd with the Tech over on YouTube.
And OnlyFans. Bam.
And Nikki with the Tech coming to a tour near you.
Right. Okay, all right, guys. Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone. We will see you guys next week. Till then, peace.
Adios.